London is blue, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Middles FC, let's have it right. Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
So have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Hope everyone's doing good tonight. Big up to every single one of you that's in here tonight. The evening Minerals FC show. Let's go. We've got some big bollocks in London all of a sudden. So that's to all them lot. And let's just remind everyone, obviously, about the London clubs. Yeah, let's remind all the London clubs out there. Remind all the Chelsea fans that are sucking on all the other London clubs, bigging them up and giving them praise, yeah? That we are the only team in London. London is blue and we see things they'll never see. Let's have it right. Let's have it right, people. Let's not fall for this big bollocks from Arsenal and Spurs, yeah? Let's not fall for that nonsense. We don't do that here. This platform says it how it is, and I'll say it how it is, that there is only one team in London, and that's Chelsea FC. So let's make that very, very clear, all right? Before everyone starts dick riding each other about how well Arsenal and Spurs are doing. Yeah, we'll get into all of that nonsense. But big up to everyone else in here, all you guys that are joining, everyone that's subscribed to the channel. If you're new in here, subscribe to the channel and help the channel grow. If you haven't liked the video already, please like the video. Like the video, it's very important. If you want to donate to the channel, you've got the Super Minerals option. We've also got the membership. The Minerals FC membership is live and kicking. Big up to all my members in here as well. It's in the chat, pinned in the live chat. So if you want to get on that, there's some nice little perks on there. Land the minerals, people. Land the fucking minerals, yeah? So have it right. So as always, I'm going to run through my glorious, full of minerals chat, as always, yeah? So we've got Big Ron in there. Big up to Big Ron. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you. Bring the fridge to the bridge. No, fuck that. We don't want no fridges. We don't want no cruise ships. We're all good. And Tommy T's got his own fridge at home, mate. He's got those double fridge freezers. It's full of all the minerals in there. He doesn't need another one. He does not need another one. All right? That fella can stay at Old Trafford. He can stay at Carrington all day long for all I care. Let's not talk about that nonsense here. And I'll squash that immediately. But as we move on, let me run through the chat, people. Let me run through the chat. Big up Indefinite in here. My member as well. Fucking brown envelopes. We want Maguire my ass. No one in world football would touch Maguire. No one would touch him with a barge pole, mate. Listen, no one would touch him with a barge pole. I'd rather have so many other central defenders than fucking cruise ship, mate. Let's have it right. Pierce in here, big up to you. Saw the other day, Sadiq, another worldwide Chelsea prick. Use your term, minerals. Let's have it right. Let's discuss about this rent, boys. Listen, Sadiq, I know him. Fair play. But listen, the only one that's got the right and has got the minerals to say minerals is moi. Yeah? Let's have it right. All the Rorys and all these fucking knobheads that coming out saying minerals. Let's have it right. Minerals FC is hitting hard, mate. It's hitting hard. And people are aware of the Minerals FC. So the more of those that say it, it just tells you that. That's all it does, people. Don't worry about it. We know where Minerals comes from. We know where the Minerals FC is at. And there's only one place, and that's here with me, Johnny. Yeah? Big up to you, though, PS. Jack in here, Saliba doing his best Tamor impression. Saliba, listen, he's too... Listen, let's have it right, all the Arsenal fans. What was their explanation when he was filming his mate doing that? What was the explanation there? They're twerking for this geezer who likes to see his teammates get their knobs out and start muching themselves off. So let's have it right. Let's not delve into that bollocks, all right? Saliba, average defender. There's nothing special about this guy. Nothing special. Big up Gavman in here. Minerals Maguire still gets me. Minerals Maguire. There is no correlation between Minerals and Harry Maguire. There is no Minerals correlation there. That is hilarious, fella. Chelsea Mark, big up to you. Evening, Johnny. Please, we don't want another block of cement coming to Chelsea. Tommy T wouldn't dare, would he? Your faults. Listen, there is no way that Tommy T would go for Harry Maguire. And I'll tell you why, because he has got cement in his boots, yeah? He's got cement boots. He doesn't want... I've always said that Maguire was the Lukaku in defence. That is Harry Maguire, all right? And he does put the ball in his own net as well. I don't need... The gaffer wouldn't want that player. There's no way you'd want Maguire. The geezer can't play out the back. If you look at the general sort of correlation and the narrative in the skill set of all the defenders that Thomas Tuchel is looking at, they can all play at the back. They've all got a first touch. Koulibaly first touch. Fofana first touch. Thiago Silva first touch. Cucurella first touch. Reece James first touch. Even Trev's got the minerals and got the first touch. Yeah, so it right. Chile's got a first touch. They can all play at the back. Maguire can't do that. So I don't buy this nonsense. It's clickbait, people. That's all it is. It's brown envelope clickbait. It's always been that, and it always will be that. Big up Top Bins in here. I need a minerals fix now. All this Maguire waffle followed by the overhyped played no one top of the league. Arse fans giving it large. Enough is enough. Land them minerals, Johnny. Listen. I'm waiting for all their tears. All their tears are going to come midway through the season when they get fucking injuries because their squad ain't got a squad. First team, yeah. Wait till you get the suspensions. Wait till you get the injuries. Especially Partey. He's always injury prone, that one. All right. Jesus, injury prone. He was injured how many times at Manchester City? So let's see when those people are injured, how far that Tin Pot club goes. They might be enjoying it now and the big bollocks are out, but let's have it right. Chelsea FC, only team in London. Always. Yeah, always. Big up Strays in here, my guy. Up the Minerals FC, the real heavyweight title fight tonight. Undisputed Minerals. Let's go, people. Let's go, people. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up my fella, Stretters. He's trying to offload me Maguire. I said, I'm not having it. I'm not buying that shit. Big up Minerals FC, fam. TT got the Minerals. Back him. Lukaku in the muddle. So Gaffer don't need a new fridge. He don't need no fridge. He don't need no cement boots. Let's have it right for Outlaw. Thoughts on KJH, Johnny? Who's KJH? Who's KJH? I don't know who the fuck that is. Let's keep going. Big up Cameron in here. Big up the Minerals. Cameron, my geezer. That Arsenal lot of fools. They really think they're going to challenge. They ain't going to challenge for shit, mate. They ain't going to make top four. You know, they ain't going to make top four. So let them enjoy this moment, this honeymoon period. Let them enjoy it. Let them enjoy the honeymoon period, people. Absolute big up our designer. Absolute disgrace that TT fined 35k and find 15k up the fucking Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, back Bowley and the Gaffer for life. More signings to come. Can't wait for MM19s and Kai's link up tomorrow. Link up game tomorrow. As always, big up, guys. Let's have it right, and I'm going to delve into that. Don't worry, people. Don't worry. Big up the Bridge CFC. I think you're a new subscriber. Big up to you, geezer. Lovely to see you in here. Thank you for subscribing. Anyone new in here, like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe, guys. Make sure I've got 140 likes. There's over 140 people in here. Big up to every single one of you supporting the channel. Love to all of you guys. Yati Knight, big up to you. Rory sucking off Arsenal. Listen, he sucks everyone off except Chelsea. He sucks everyone off. And fella, you ain't got the fucking right to say minerals, yeah? You ain't got no minerals. So where are you going with that? Where are you going? Keep doing that to Arsenal, fella. Keep doing that to Arsenal. That's what you're good for. Oh, and Liverpool. Apparently Liverpool got the minerals, he says. The Dippers. The Dippers have got the minerals and they can't even fucking buy a win. Let's have it right. Big up Wheezy. I know he's on the beach living life. Big up to you, Ben. My guy up the Minerals FC. Fuck the Dippers. And the top Spurs. Fuck them, man. The Spurs. This is for Ben. Ben, Wheezy, my guy. He knows what I'm about to put up because he's the one that landed these minerals, yeah, for my gaffer and our gaffer. He's got the minerals. Let's have it right. Solid Tommy T. He knows exactly what we need. So let's just back him. Let's respect the minerals that he is, yeah. Free time, major honours. He's won with us. He's going to continue. He's going to go and win the league for us eventually, if not this year. Let's get the signings in that he wants. And there's no fridge, the world's most expensive fridge at the Bridge. Yeah, let's have it right. He don't need that, bruv. He don't need it. Yeah, big up to Ben here, my geezer. Yeah, Bartek knows. Kunte, yeah. Alivra, let's have it right. Lovely to see you in here. Dominic, Y74, lateness is greatness. Let's have it right. Big up Dominic in here. Chelsea till I die, up the Chelsea. Cameron, let's go. Ethan Rodriguez, let's have it right. You can take Fofana, just give us 80 million now so we can use some money of that money to sack Rodgers. You want to sack him already. King Pepop, let's have it right. Big up to you. I'm seeing a lot of new guys in here. Big up to all you guys subscribing in here and landing your minerals and being part of the channel. Our fan base is so reactionary, mate. Zaha had a good game, and now they all want him. Listen, I don't want Zaha. The gaffer don't want Zaha. We're not linked to Zaha. So stop shoehorning. All the Chelsea fans are shoehorning this Zaha like he's some fucking amazing player, like he's some Lionel Messi that we need at Chelsea Football Club. We do not need that player. That geezer is well known. He went and shagged Moyes' daughter. We don't need that nonsense at our football club. We don't want a guy that is the best player at Crystal Palace and will be a fucking squad player at Chelsea. He doesn't walk into our team. He does not come and walk over Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, or Raheem Sterling. So why do these guys want him? Sorry, mate. I want Gordon over him all day long. And if that's the truth, if Gordon is the minerals that the gaffer wants, I'm all for it and I'm all for backing him. I saw a lovely clip of him today. He's got serious minerals, that kid. 21 years old. I can see why the gaffer wants him. Let's go and get the minerals then. Let's go and get the minerals, people. Let's not muck around. Anti's going to Man U for 100 million. Well, yeah, they're holding him to ransom. Apparently, my boy Strat has told me that what they wanted was 80 million. United offered 8 million, and then Ajax have retracted from that 8 million, said, no, we want more. And now Anthony's forcing Ajax to accept the initial bid, and they're saying we want 100 million. So let's see what happens. But United spending the cash, people. They're spending that money. No De Jong, but they're spending the money, people. They're spending money. SW6, big up to you. Seppa's in here, big up, bro. Chidi in here. We need to bring Zaha to Chelsea. What is that? He's not coming, Chelsea, fella. He's not coming. Gary Milburn, big up, Johnny. Big up to you. Ron Bass in here, up the Chelsea. Josh, big up, Johnny. Chronic's in here, my member. What brown envelope put that bollocks out there? Listen, I don't know. Steinberg, I think it was. I think it's Steinberg, that fucking fraud. Brown envelope, clickbait merchant, telling telling us last night, late in the hour, that we're going in for Harry Kane. Sorry, not Harry Kane, Harry Maguire. Sky Sports are propping it as well. That tells you everything you need to know. Sky Sports, the biggest waffle merchants going. Anything Sky Sports comes out with, unless it's an actual done deal, is all bangers and mash waffle. Don't believe it, people. It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. And we don't need to buy into that shit. All right. And Wilkinson, one of the journalists, he come out and said, enjoy your weekend. Chelsea are not going for Harry Maguire. It's all fucking nonsense. So, people, don't buy into it. It's the Daily Star, Sky Sports, some Steinberg wishy-washy brown envelope putting out clickbait because there's nothing else to talk about. If you've noticed over the last 3-4 days, it's been very quiet, people. The Aubameyang thing, recycling news all day long, same shit. Let's have it right, people. Let's not fall into that. I hope you've all learnt your lessons with all this nonsense. Yeah, learn your lessons with all that nonsense. Right, big up. Just call me Dave. Hey boys, looking forward to Dirty Leeds tomorrow. I feel a Kai Havertz worldie on the cards. Listen, Kai's got a bag, mate. He's got a bag. How are you doing, Johnny, mate? Up the Chelsea. Mason Mount will score via the Leeds. Minerals, Diamond, HD Talks. Big up to you. Listen, Minerals man. We all know about Minerals man. He loves to hush and shush the Dirty Leeds. He loves to score against them. Let's remind everyone what a baller he is, yeah, because that was where I was there away at Ellen Road, and that is what he did to all the Leeds fans, the Muppets that they are. We can't stand the Dirty Leeds. And Minerals Mount, he loves a goal against Leeds. He loves an assist as well. And I fancy of any player in our team, I fancy Mason Money Minerals Mount to bag against the Dirty Leeds. I really do. He loves to score against Leeds. And I'm sure he will do that. You have a copyright that term, Minerals. Yeah, big up Road King. I might have to, fella. Faded here. How's it going, fellas? Everyone's enjoying it. Each to their own, Johnny. Yeah, it's 2022. Let's have it right. Chelsea boy, landing the Minerals there. Big up to saying in here, we have 100 Salibas on loan. Saliba ain't got no Minerals, bro. We don't know what Minerals is. To be fair, I hate Arsenal, but they have a serious gem in Saliba. We got one in Colwill. Listen, Colwill will be levels above the Saliba, bro. Let's see Colwill ball out against with Brighton. I've got no questions with Colwill. Colwill is levels, mate, and he ain't even playing Premiership football yet. Big up Jack Emery, Mason Mount Masterclass. You know it, fella. You know it. Big up Johnny Elias in here. Super Chelsea TV. Let's have it right. Rory doing Arsenal watch along now. Yeah, well, he's just there for the money. Why would I? And like Goldbridge and Jennings, all right? Why would I be doing watch-alongs of other teams? Why? There's only one reason, people. And that's to make money, people. That's all it is. Do you think I want to sit there in front of my fucking camera with my mic and do a watch-along on them Muppets? What for? Burn my eyes out watching that shit. No, thank you. I'm good, mate. I support Chelsea. The only watch-alongs I would ever do is Chelsea. And to be fair, I'm at the games all the time anyway. So it's like I ain't got time to do all these watch-along nonsense. Yeah? Let's have it right. We don't do that here. If we swap Pulisic for Maguire, I might have to take a break from football. It's not happening, people. Listen, Maguire's not coming to Chelsea. Don't get worried, guys. Yeah? Listen, you know how the brown envelopes work. You know what their routine is. You know what their agenda is, all right? They're trying to shoehorn Chelsea's name with this fucking fridge. No, it doesn't go like that. Who's going to afford Maguire? What manager and what club in their right mind is going to go and put big money down for Maguire? You think United are going to sell Maguire on the cheap when they spent 80-odd million on him and he's their captain? No chance. Listen, let's not buy into this nonsense, all right? Let's not buy into the nonsense. Let's not believe the brown envelopes, yeah? No to Maguire. You know it, mate. It's not happening. Big up Kenneth Ryan, my member as well. Yup, Johnny. Yup, the Minerals. The Chelsea to smash Leeds tomorrow. Leave Harry the Magpie Maguire at United. You know the deal, fella. You know the deal. The beautiful game. Big up, Johnny. Throw the fridge off the bridge. Big up to you, geezer. Chelsea 2012 brown envelopes are out yet again. We know, geezer. We know. Oh, mate. Listen, Elias, no trolling in here. Bring the fridge to the bridge. We got fridge. All our players have got the most exquisite luxury fridges at home. They don't need them at Cobham and at Stamford Bridge, mate. Yeah, let's have it right. Even our canteen staff have got the most exquisite fridges. All right, we don't need another one. We're good. We are good. Colwell's better than Saliba. TT just doesn't want us stifle the youth in waiting for integration. But I would have loved him to say, yeah, that's absolutely right, Ken. You know, you've got to get the balance between keeping bedding in the youth, having youth that are ready, having youth that are not ready, and send them on loan. Listen, all the brand envelopes told us that we were going to sell Cole on a permanent deal and that he wanted to go on a permanent deal. And what has happened, people? We've done a masterclass deal with Brighton. We got a loan deal for Colwell at a good club under a great manager, Potter, who will play that possession-style football that will suit Colwell to get the Premier League experience, to prove to the gaffer, Tommy T, that he's got the minerals to play at Chelsea next season and at least try and have a fight and a case to go into the first team, all right? And at the same time, we go and get Cucurella rules, yeah? We've got the Cucurella rules, yeah? At 60-odd million, great deal. And we've probably paid a little bit more for Cucurella, all right? Just so that we could loan Colwell. And all these brown envelopes and all these so-called Chelsea platforms that were having a dig at the gaffer about letting Colwell go, like get sold or whatever, or leave, yeah, and bringing in Cucurella, Rory Jennings, you muppet, that's you, Nini, Daniel Childs, Alex Goldbergs, all these people, yeah, they're coming out saying that, oh, yeah, Colwell's good enough, why are we going to go and buy Cucurella? Fuck off, all right? Cucurella is clearly a quality player. Colwell hasn't played one Premier League game, all right, hasn't played Premier League football, and the gaffer hasn't got time to waste. He needs to close the gap on the top two that are leading the race and are the benchmark at the minute and have been for the last sort of 4 years. So we trust in Thomas Tuchel. That is what we do as fans. We don't dig at the gaffer. That's not what we do, people. We stay well away from digging at the gaffer, especially on my platform. We don't tolerate any of that nonsense. And it's a great deal. So, Broha, another one, the Brown Envelopes told us he's going to fall for a permanent move. Well, he's staying. The gaffer wants to keep him, and he's currently injured. So let's see how that goes. Transfer window ends. Deadline day passes at 12 midnight. Yeah. And Broha's at our club. Brown Envelopes in the mud, as usual. And who's the other one? Gilmore. We haven't heard from Gilmore. We don't know what's going on with Gilmore yet. So let's just ease off the permanent deals for a minute, people, yeah? All right, there's no permanent deals happening just yet. Right, so you're better off playing with 10 players than having that fridge in your team. You know the deal, geezer. You know the deal. Maguire is brown envelopes, correct. 100%. 100%. As Super Chelsea TV says, like the stream, people. There's over 200 people in here. Like and subscribe, people. I'd appreciate your support and help me grow. I've hit the 3K. I'm on the road to 4K subscribers, people. Big up to all you lot. Fuck all the haters that telling me that I've got a small channel and this and that. Let's get bigger, people. Support the Minerals FC, and it doesn't go unnoticed, and it's hugely appreciated, people. Minerals FC, Maguire's purely a brown envelope story. We know this. We know this, guys. We know this. Of all people. I tweeted it last night. Straight away. I said, he's not coming, mate. He does not fit the profile of what Thomas Tuchel wants. So I know that for a fact. That's like him going in for Lukaku. It's just nonsense. Absolute nonsense. He has a punchable face where he does. I don't know what he has more than that, mate. More than that. I was like, yeah, hopefully we get a comfy win with a clean sheet. Let's go easy. You know the deal. Rory's a clown. Yes, he's a clown. Tier 1 clown. So big up to brothers in here. Saturday Night Minerals. Hope you're well, Johnny. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Geezer. I really do appreciate it. Road King, thank you for your Super Minerals donation. Hey, you need to copyright the term. He's got the minerals, so these people don't touch it. Low. I'll research into it. I've done something out of my previous business where I've done patented things. So I know all about that, and I might have to do something like that because these tossers are taking the piss, or they're just having little digs, people. Let them have the digs, people. Let them have the digs. Big up for your Super Minerals donation as well. Love that, geezer. DND, Zion, Tony, can't believe the stands are so low. Yeah, it's piss poor, mate. That people are so desperate. Listen, let's talk about standards. Let's go for someone like Neymar, who's falling out with Mbappe. And there's a big story there, people. And I think there's a deadline deal there for Neymar. Let's bring the name minerals to the bridge. I can see it, people. I really can. I spoke about this with Froze. Big up Froze, who came on my channel, on my show, not last night before. If you haven't seen that with Froze, go and check it out. It's the previous stream to this one I'm doing currently. And we spoke about Neymar. Frozy obviously mentioned he knows Deco, he knows some of the friends of Neymar, and it's a serious matter at the minute. It's very serious with Neymar and Mbappe and the falling out. And Neymar has found out that Mbappe wants him sold, wants him out. Hence the whole penalty taker saga that's happened. So I wouldn't take that with a pinch of salt. I'd take that quite seriously. And I think there is a deal there for Neymar. There's also Thiago Silva in there. I think today, Froze tweeted out, Thiago Silva's pushing Neymar, come to the bridge. You know, there is a story there, people. And I'm telling you now, all right, you sell Pulisic, Ziyech and Cho, and you bring in Neymar, I'm all good with that. I'm all good with it. Get me those three out for a Neymar, or two of them for a Neymar, then I'm all for it. The only one I really want to keep is Cho, because I've got a soft spot for Cho, because he's a Cobham boy, and I think he's not really had a chance. Pulisic has had his chance, Ziyech has had his chance, and in the day they're forcing out moves, they want to move. And apparently Pulisic wants to go United, which is very disrespectful. If you're at Chelsea, to go to a rival club, you know, I don't take that too kindly. I don't really entertain that. I don't find that respectful. I think you should go to Serie A or go to La Liga or somewhere like that, where your biscuit legs can fucking get a bit of sunshine, you know, and a bit of therapy in a slower paced league, because I don't think the Premier League, you're built for it, unfortunately. And that's my thing. But apparently the Neymar thing is heating up, people. It's heating up. What do we say, people, about Neymar? Let me know in the comments. I know you don't think it's believable, but there is not many clubs that can go for Neymar, that can offer him Champions League football. Chelsea are the club that are going for Neymar. You know, there is an argument to say if we go and get Frankie de Jong, then maybe City going for Neymar because they're going to sell Bernardo Silva to Barcelona. That could be a catalyst move. But I feel like Neymar respects and loves Thomas Tuchel, and I think that is the best route for him to go. He got his best numbers there at PSG under Thomas Tuchel, his best seasons under Thomas Tuchel, highest goals and assists, highest dribbling, ball recoveries, everything was under Tommy T. Bring that to the bridge, and I am confident that Thomas Tuchel will rejuvenate Neymar, and he'll bring the name minerals to the bridge. And it's just one phone call, and a phone call from Thiago Silva, who, let's have it right, Neymar loves, respects, and is very close to Thiago Silva. And Thiago Silva's simple words will be, listen, come to Chelsea and win the Champions League. Yeah, leave PSG and come to Chelsea to win the Champions League. That is the agenda. That's the narrative. I'm sure Thiago Silva is pushing and saying what a lovely club it is, what an amazing club it is, what special memories I've built with this club. And I should have come here sooner. You've got to come. At 30 years old, Neymar balling out at Chelsea Football Club. Let's have it right. So I do whatever it takes to get Neymar at our football club. Rosino says Gordon over Zaha, behave, Johnny. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Old by Gordon. Gordon's younger. He's more hungrier. He'll do whatever the gaffer wants. He's not arrogant. Zaha's full of arrogance. He's just a lump. If it doesn't go his way, he's a stroppy one. I just don't buy into Zaha. My old man likes Zaha. I don't really fancy him. I think if it was 2, 3, 4 years ago, then yeah, I would have taken him. Right now, no. High wages, a long contract he'll want. He'll be one of them players that in about a year's time you want to get rid of again. It's not worth it, people. It's just not worth it. So Gordon, yeah, for the future. And from what I've seen with Gordon, all right, bags of pace, great first touch, able to beat a man, good link-up play, and he'll only get better under the gaffer. So that's the sort of criteria in the profile that I'll be looking at, and I think that's what the gaffer's looking at. And it'll be cheaper than buying Zaha of Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are going to want 60, 70 million. I'm not paying that for Zaha. Sorry. It's not happening. It's not happening. Big up, Severs. I can see why Tuchel wants Gordon as well, but he's raw and fans need to have patience with him. With Zaha, he won't need time. Well, he will need time. Zaha will need time to adapt to Tuchel's system, to adapt to the bridge and all his teammates and chemistry. So, and he's got to adapt at an older age. Whereas Gordon, for me, he comes in, he can bed in. I think the gaffer wants that young, hungry, non-egotistical kind of player that is willing to work and die hard, and he's got a certain mentality about him. And I like Gordon, and I think Gordon would be a great addition to our football club. So let's see what happens with that. If it's true, if the brown envelopes tell us the truth that we are in for Gordon, I'm going to take it with a pinch of salt, but I can see why the gaffer would want him, is my point. I think Gordon is much better suited for us. Tuchel loves the player that works hard like Mace, and Gordon exactly like, yeah, and he's got technical ability and a pace. He's got dribbling ability. He's got a lot of great attributes, people, and he's young, and he can be moulded. He can be moulded. I'm Legend. Anybody watch Gordon's game today? The guy sucks. Give me, yeah, but look at the team he's playing in. I'm Legend. Look at the team he's playing. He's playing the dead Everton team. Dead Everton team. Put him in Chelsea's team. It elevates him. It makes him play better, and he could be a great squad player, people. You know, you bring in Gordon and Neymar, you know, that's all you need, geezer. That's all the minerals you've got there. You know, kick on and actually challenge. And also with Neymar, he elevates your club. You know, it's a massive statement, people. And I think Bowley, and you cannot tell me that Thomas Tuchel would not want Neymar. All these stories, Feroz told me, yeah, all these stories about Tuchel falling out with Neymar is all bullshit. All right. The player that Tuchel had problems with was Mbappe. And there's no surprise with the Ninja Mutant Turtle fucking pace merchant that he's the one and his family causing all the shit. All right. He's the problem. He's now their director of football and he wants Neymar out. And Neymar has got everyone in the dressing room. Everyone loves Neymar. Neymar's like the head of the dressing room. He's the Samba Mineral geezer. Yeah. Everyone loves Neymar. So I can understand that, people. I can understand why Mbappe wants him out, because Mbappe's saying, I'm the big daddy now. I'm on $1 million a week. You're only on 600 grand a week. Yeah, your time's past. It's me now, and I'm the penalty taker, this and that. Fuck off. All right. Neymar's always going to be more gifted and more technical than you'll ever dream of being Mbappe. And at 22 years old, what have you done? Fuck all. At least Neymar's won the Champions League. He's won his La Ligas. I don't think he's won the World Cup. But let put Neymar in the top Brazilian team where they win the World Cup. You ain't got a fucking leg to stand on. It's your World Cup that you're clinging on to. But domestically, fuck all, mate. Neymar's won the same La Ligas as you, mate. Yeah, but he's got all the other trophies on top when he was at Barcelona. So Neymar, no one will be as technical and gifted as Neymar. All right, Mbappe ain't that. Take away the pace of Mbappe. He ain't got technical ability like Neymar. No chance. Neymar's got the minerals, yeah. So that's a story going on behind the scenes. And even Romain Molina, the GOAT journo, the only one of the very few that I like, because he actually goes against the grain and he tells the truth. And he's had death threats for telling the truth, especially on PSG, the most corrupt going in world football, along with Barcelona and Real Madrid. All right. Yet they want to come and put an agenda on Chelsea Football Club that we're the worst club and we are the most hated club because we do things properly, people. Yeah. And we still win trophies. But put that aside, the story is that Tuchel loves to work with Neymar. He absolutely loves him. All right. All the brand envelopes put out all that shit. It's all bollocks. Yeah. It's all bollocks. So I generally think that there is a chance that Tuchel, if he's got an opportunity to get Neymar at the bridge, I think he will do it. If United willing to spend 100 million on Anthony, why didn't they get De Jong for 80 million? Casemiro, De Jong, Eriksen, midfield's elite. Because Frankie De Jong doesn't want to go to Man United, Rosino. He doesn't want to go to United. He's written it off. And as it stands, Ornstein came out and said United are fully out of the De Jong race. There is no way that Man United are going to sign De Jong. And as it stands, that's one tick for Harry Redknapp, because Harry Redknapp said that there is no chance he's going United. I've heard from the top people he's not going United, doesn't want to go United, but he said he wants to go to Chelsea. So where's the second tick, people? Are we going to see Frankie de Jong at Chelsea? I still don't believe it. I still don't buy the brown envelopes. Harry Redknapp is the only one that's very confident. Would he put his reputation on the line? What for? He's got no need. He's not a journalist. So he's got one thing right. Ornstein's backed it. The Athletic have backed it, who I don't like, but they've backed it. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. That's why they're going in for Anthony 100 million. That's why they've gone in for Casemiro. And people are saying, oh, Casemiro is a De Jong replacement. Well, Casemiro and De Jong are completely different players. Completely different players. So I don't know why they keep saying that. That doesn't make sense. Uber and Fofana. I'm waiting for Aubameyang. Listen, I still don't buy Aubameyang. You can agree all the personal terms you want. You can agree them all you want. But if the clubs don't agree a deal, it means nothing. And right now, as it stands, what we've been told is with Aubameyang, personal terms are agreed from last night. Yeah, great. All right. But Barcelona want 28 million cash. Chelsea have offered what? 12 million plus Alonso. They want Alonso separate. They want the raw cash deal so that they can put money towards Bernardo Silva and then they can also register Koundé. This is the thing, because if they don't register Koundé by the 31st of August, by deadline day, Koundé leaves on a free, people, which is not going to happen. They're going to register Koundé. But there's no fifth lever. The fifth lever, guys, in my opinion, is Frankie de Jong. It's either he halves his wages and stays, or Chelsea buy Frankie de Jong. And that's the fifth lever. And that fifth lever allows them to go and buy Bernardo Silva. I'm not so sure, even if they half the wages of Frankie de Jong, can they go and buy Bernardo Silva? I don't know. That's why maybe they want more for Aubameyang. They want money for or terminated contract of Depay. Where's the money coming in from for Barcelona to buy Bernardo Silva? If they buy Bernardo Silva, I think Frankie de Jong's got to leave, guys. I think that's the only way they can get him. So there is listen, next week I'll be streaming. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns next week. And deadline day is going to be mental, people. It's going to be carnage. I can feel it. All right. I think Fofana's going to go deadline day. I think all these deals are going to go deadline day or near enough, maybe a day before. I don't think deals get done. And let's have it right with Aubameyang, yeah? All right. Why the fuck are Chelsea going to go and buy Aubameyang? All right. Even if they're putting Alonso in a deal to help Barcelona keep Frankie de Jong. My opinion is, if you definitely want to go for Frankie de Jong, and we are generally in for Frankie de Jong, like the brown envelopes tell us, then you do Aubameyang after Frankie de Jong. Aubameyang's a quick deal. All these deals should be very quick. If the player wants to come and the club wants to sell, it should be quick, like all our other previous signings. Why are these signings taking so long? Why are they taking so long? Anything with Barcelona involved, it takes forever, people. It's non-stop. It drags on. There's nothing positive with Barcelona. This Gerard Romero, the Twitch merchant, all he ever fucking comes out with every day of the week is things are getting hot. Things are happening. It's getting hot. It's getting hot all day long. I'm convinced he's talking about the weather. Wherever we are in the world, it's just fucking hot and the sun's out. And it has been hot. In the UK, in London, it's been hot. It's cooled down a little bit. Today, I haven't heard anything from him. This Aubameyang stuff, Fabrizio Romano is recycling this shit continuously. The same bollocks. The same bollocks from managing Barca. The same bollocks from Ornsteins and all these fucking guys, Matt Laws and everyone in the game. The same thing with Fofana. What's it? The team sheet merchant come out and said Leicester have taken him out of the squad. And it was Brendan Rodgers' decision. And then Fabrizio's come out and said, no, it's Fofana's decision or one or the other. However it went, no one knows what's going on, people. It's all bullshit. It's all clickbait. Listen, at the end of the day, Chelsea should go in with Fofana and say, if you're not going to accept 70 million, then we're walking away. And you can keep an unhappy player, a player that clearly wants to leave your football club. All right, he doesn't want to play. His head's not in the right place. Do you think his head's going to be in the right place if you keep him? No. So you're forcing to sell him. Fofana's doing his bit because he wants to be proper Chelsea. He wants to come to Chelsea and play for Tuchel. And he wants to play with Thiago Silva and Koulibaly and all the ballers, yeah? Minerals Mount and Reece James. He's doing his best to push the deal, and I have to respect him for that. And Leicester have got to fucking lower their price. Who's going to pay 5 million for a 21-year-old, 20-year-old French kid? And he's broken his leg and come back. Fuck off. Are you having a laugh? You're holding us to ransom. It's extortion. You know, we should walk away from this deal, really. But who else is in there? Obviously, the gaffer really wants Fofana. If it's true. I don't know what's true anymore, people. I honestly couldn't tell you what is genuine and what's not. I mean, the fact that they're bringing out Harry Maguire tells you everything you need to know. It's all bangers and mash waffle. The amount of clickbait nonsense that's going around the timeline is relentless from these guys. It's non-stop. And I'm getting tired of it. You know, I just take it all with a pinch of salt now. I laugh at most of it. Because until I hear the here we goes, you know, who was it? Fabrizio did the classic tapping merchant style flex for Casemiro. He weren't the first to report on it. But yeah, he gets the glory. He gets the glory because he's Fabrizio Romano. Fuck off with your 11 million followers. Bullshit. Yeah. There's other people in the game that got it right, and you were too slow on it. You don't know everything, fella. All right. And you point blank lied about Koundé, and you're in the mud. And you're taking it very easy with the Frankie de Jong deal, but you're pushing the Aubameyang. You keep fucking pushing the Aubameyang. All right. If Aubameyang was a number one target, all right, we'd have gone for him a long time ago. That's the first thing. But ironically, Barcelona are in major shit right now where they need to offload players. And Aubameyang's one of those players. And they keep shoehorning Xavi wants to keep him, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. That's just to get the price up. All right. The bottom line is, where's he getting in with Lewandowski, mate? And Rafinha and Dembele? He ain't getting in that team. Where's Aubameyang getting in that team? So it's clear as day he's surplus to requirements. But why were we not going in for him earlier? When Bowley was in Barcelona, why don't we go for Aubameyang? I'm waiting for Aubameyang to sign, people. We're waiting for this golden fucking signing, but it hasn't come yet. It's not come. So I'm not buying it. You brought up personal terms with Koundé. You brought up personal terms with Rafinha and all these players. Didn't mean fuck all. All right? Didn't mean nothing. You also lied about Koundé and us bidding for that player when we didn't, and the gaffer doesn't want him. Never wanted him. It was Marina that wanted him. So I'm not believing it. I don't believe Aubameyang. I don't believe it. I'm not buying into it until he signs. It'd be a good signing, decent player. I think he'll do well. He's got that Arsenal on him. Don't like that. I do not like that at all. He might have to get that edited and change the fucking number. All right. Does he have the heart and the passion, you know, at the age he's at? Because he knows he's surplus to requirements. He knows he's been edged out of the club. It's not a nice feeling. So it's like, would he really want to leave Barcelona? Probably not. But he's had no choice. I don't like the way Barcelona treat their players, man. They're full of shit. They're an absolute disgrace of a football club. They're shocking. They're corrupt as fuck, and we all know it. All right. So if I'm Chelsea and I'm Bowley, I'm not buying Aubameyang. All right. Why am I going to help you lot get your deals for Bernardo Silva or get De Jong to lower his wages? Fuck that. I'll leave it to the deadline day until you're sweating where you've got no choice. That's what I would do, people. But what happens? The brown envelopes keep fucking shoehorning Chelsea personal terms. Tuchel wants him. Tuchel's been on the phone to him. Blah, blah, blah. And we ain't signed the fella. So why ain't we signed him? Should be that easy. We're giving you Marcus Alonso. You want Marcus Alonso. We're putting Marcus Alonso in the deal. You know? So there's a lot of things going on, people. I really don't believe it. I don't buy it. I just do not buy it. Big up. There's over 200 people in here. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Land your minerals. Help the channel grow. Let's have it right. Big up, Kirsten here. What's the talk of Thiago Silva getting involved? The Mbappe and Neymar situation. What's he been saying? Big up to you, Johnny. Well, basically, he's sort of trying to convince Neymar to leave. That's what he's doing. Faro's tweeted it. He's trying to get Neymar to come to Chelsea. That's what he's trying to do. And I think Bowley would straight away go in for Neymar. Straight away. He'd say to him, how much? We're offloading three potential attackers. We're offloading. There's the wages for Neymar. We can still play a transfer fee of whatever, 70, 80 million, whatever it's going to be. All right. The news was that Neymar had a year extension, right? He didn't sign it. He found out Mbappe was trying to force him out. The penalty shit happened, that whole saga, and he went and signed his contract extension saying, fuck you, why should I leave? All right. I'm the big player at this club. Yeah. And rightly so. Neymar is. Yeah. And that's where we stand now. And it's getting sticky because I think obviously he knows that Mbappe wants him out. He knows that he's spoken to the board and the owner. And let's have it right. We were offered Neymar, or a lot of clubs were offered Neymar. So there is truth to that. And like I said, Feroz knows friends of Neymar from what he's told me. And they're all pushing it. They're all like, he's furious. He's absolutely furious with Mbappe. He's not happy. It's only going to get worse. It's a feud, and it's hot in the dressing room. It's happening. Arguments happening on the pitch in games. Arguments happening behind the scenes. So that is a story to watch out for, and it's happening close to deadline day. Listen, deadline day is going to be hot and saucy. There's going to be minerals landed, and I think Bowley will go in for Neymar. You go in for Neymar. I don't believe we're getting Frankie de Jong. I don't know why. I just don't believe it. Fabrizio worked with Barca on his first ever transfer news he ever delivered. They made his career, and that is why his agenda against us. He loves those checks bouncing. Yeah, that's true. That's facts. He's 100% with Barcelona. Everything he tweets is prop in Barcelona. Why is he not tweeting about Chelsea, Barcelona? He put out a video last night, which I watched, and he was basically saying the same old shit that it's Frankie de Jong, he wants to stay, but Barcelona he needs to lower his wages. Chelsea are waiting. They're waiting for Frankie de Jong's decision. Frankie de Jong doesn't have to do anything, mate. Literally, he could stay there on his wages and say, fuck you, Barca. What will happen? He'd probably be on the bench, might not play games. He didn't play in the first game of the season. He came on the 65th, 70th minute. Their best player. They don't play him properly. They don't play him in the best position. Xavi's even come out and said that. He plays him too deep. He needs to have that free role. You need to build around Frankie de Jong. Julien Laurens and some other fucking merchant on ESPN. They're all talking about Frankie de Jong at Chelsea. Does it work? Does it work? Oh, he can't, he can't play with Jorginho. Listen, Jorginho will leave if you buy Frankie de Jong. We'll sell Jorginho. It's as simple as that. All right? You can't play them both together. All right? I don't believe that. They also mentioned about Kovacic injured, Kante out. Yeah, we know this. We know they're out. That's why we need a midfielder, guys. We're playing Leeds tomorrow, and we've got no Kante, Kovacic. We have to rely on Jorginho, Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek, and potentially Mount in the six. So what's the gaffer going to do? Who's he trusting? A big game like this at Ellen Road? Come on, geezer. We need to land the minerals. We need to win this game. This is a problem right now. This is a problem. Kante's out for weeks, guys. Kante's out for weeks. We have to be worried about that. Brown envelopes ain't even a lie. It's not. Brown envelopes is real people. They legitimately pay people off, correct? Brown envelopes are handed to these journalists, empowering the media to put out information, whether it's true or false, that they put it out. And most of the time it's false, just to trigger shit, to make things happen, to help agents as well. Agents pay these journalists. They hand them the brown envelopes to false deals. Hence, George Mendes with Monkey and Sevilla orchestrating a deal with Fabrizio to push out Chelsea and Koundé. That's the prime example, all right? And force Barcelona to up their price because they don't have money. They don't have a pot to piss in. And they had to pay the money, 55 million euros plus the 5 million euros, add on 60 million euros for Koundé when Chelsea weren't even in the fucking mix. They didn't even put a bid down. Yeah. So there's a lot of shit going out there that we have to really be careful what we trust. And just because it's come from a Fabrizio or it's come from a Liam Turney or a Matt Law doesn't mean fuck all, guys. They're bought, they're on payroll, whether you like it or not. And I'm landing the minerals. I'm saying it how it is. They're told to say this shit. Matt Law, Ben Jacobs, who else said it? Who else said it about Koundé? Fabrizio. They all said about Koundé, all right? And they all went quiet to shit after Koundé went to Barcelona. They all went quiet. Fabrizio didn't because he was pushing Barcelona all the way. But all the UK journalists are in the mud. 100% mudded. All right? They fell for it. They took the money and they're pushing it out. And now all these tosspots are putting Maguire in here. Fuck off. We're not having Maguire, mate. Let's not be stupid here. They said Barcelona wanted Maguire for De Jong and United refused. Talk about Brandon. That's ridiculous story. Ridiculous story. Big up, Georgie. Big up to you, Geezer. Harry Maguire's... You're having a laugh, Stretters. You're having a laugh, Geezer. Johnny, you'll see United come out and say Maguire is not for sale. This is all to send Ten Hag a message that Maguire is very important to United. Potentially, has a great point. A great point. I think there's an ulterior motive to this. Who's going to buy Maguire for fuck's sake? No one. He's their captain. Do you know how bad that is to offload your captain like that? And they're trying to shoehorn Chelsea to make out that there's interest in Maguire and to test the resolve of Man United to see whether they're open to selling or not. It's clear as day Ten Hag don't want him. Fuck me, how's he going to want him? But Man United, the Glazers are going to say, listen, he's our captain. We spent 80 million on him. No one wants him. You've got to make it work, fella. And that's the predicament Ten Hag's in. That's the predicament Ten Hag's in. Fabrizio Romano didn't do what? Didn't do what? Dear man. Big up to everyone in here. There's over almost 250 people in here. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Very important, guys. Push it out. Push it out. Go on my Twitter, retweet, all that jazz. Big up Abaz, big up Johnny Land and Minerals, big up to you, Geezer. Barca made for Fabrizio's career, correct? They did. Listen, no one's got 11 million followers for no reason, people. He's got it because he's the biggest kingpin brown envelope. He's the one that pushes it out. Everyone trusts him. They just trust him. You know, he's built up that reputation. And that Brighton Cucurella thing, that was a bit of a slippery one. He jumped the gun. He went ahead of the game. Here we go. He got two big bollocks and he got slandered by Brighton for that. Yeah. Even though the deal was done, but the deal wasn't done between Colwell. So you jumped the gun, fella. You tried to be big bollocks and you got away with it because if you didn't get away with that, that would have muddied your fucking career and your name. So let's have it right. He's a bought brown envelope. Hendrick, Neymar, Silva, Shartinelli, Gabriel Jesus. Listen. Arsenal ain't got shit, people. If Neymar, Aubameyang come, who sits on the bench? I don't think Aubameyang comes if you go for Neymar. This is what I'm saying. Wait, people. I think Chelsea should wait. They must know the situation at PSG with Neymar. And if I'm Bowley and I'm Tuchel, I'm thinking, look, we've got personal terms agree with Aubameyang. But if we buy Aubameyang, that helps them with De Jong and Bernardo Silva. We don't want to do that. We know they want Alonso, but they don't want Alonso in the deal, so they want to buy Alonso outright, so it doesn't affect us. We might as well sit back. Let's wait. And if we've got a shot at getting Neymar, we don't need Aubameyang. What do you need Aubameyang for if you go and get Neymar? You don't need both. You need one or the other. And if you go and get Neymar, do you still go and get Frenkie de Jong? My word, what a blockbusters window it could be, guys. I don't think there's any nonsense going on here. I think there's some real minerals to be landed here. I think Bowley really wants to push it out. Tuchel wants something elite. He wants that marquee, whether it's a Frenkie de Jong, a Neymar. He wants that elite. Aubameyang is not a marquee signing, people. It's a nice addition, but it's a temporary fix. He's old. It's not like, yeah, great. What a big signing that is. You know, you cry out for a striker. You bring Neymar, mate. You got all the minerals and all the goals in our front line. Neymar is good, but he's 35 games in the Prem ready. He's soft to me in the League One. I don't mind it with Uber. All people have worked with Tuchel before. Yeah, but this is why they're linking us with Aubameyang because Aubameyang's been managed at Dortmund by Tuchel. It's the same situation with Dembele. Where's Dembele, people? He re-signed for low wages. We never put in wages offers. E.S. Grimes, by the way, hello, sweetheart. You're in the mud. You told us that it was all agreed and it wasn't. We never even agreed terms with Dembele. The gaffer never went for Dembele, but the brown envelopes and the media shoehorned our name and Tuchel because he's managed him before that. We're going for Dembele to help what, who, what, broke loaner, what? Yeah, fuck off. Nonsense. I don't buy any of that shit. Big up to everyone in here. Like and subscribe. There's over 260 people in here. Big up to all you guys in here. Think you're right, Johnny. Neymar situation, the perfect match. I really do believe, guys. There's something about Neymar. I've been pushing this all window. I really want this player at Chelsea. It's the best. Listen, players like this, you don't get the opportunity to sign. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And when you're Chelsea right now and you're building and you've got an elite manager, you've got the gaffer, Tommy T, who's managed him. all right, and knows what to get the best, who's come out outright and said he's the most talented player he's seen and he's worked with, then you cannot tell me that the gaffer doesn't want Neymar. He definitely wants Neymar. Yeah, he definitely wants Neymar. Hopefully, there's no minerals. There's nothing absorbed from Neymar because that fraud Rory Lennins was fucking had a picture with Neymar. Hopefully, he didn't take any spark away from him, man. Because anything that geezer touch, it fucking turns to shit. So hopefully Neymar is a possibility. And I think Thiago Silva is the golden ticket for us guys if we want to sign Neymar. If there's an opportunity that Neymar says he's open to leaving, oh boy, people, we're gonna land the minerals. I think we'll go and get him. I think we'll go and get him. Where's he going to go? Barcelona? They can't afford him. No chance. Unless we buy Frankie de Jong and they go and get Neymar instead of Bernardo Silva. There's a lot of twists and turns, but everything for me lays upon Frankie de Jong. Funny enough, Frankie de Jong is this fucking pain in the arse in this transfer window, creating this whole story and saga. Do I believe that Chelsea really? Do I think Tuchel likes him? Yes. Who doesn't like Frankie de Jong? He's a classy baller, and we know he's got minerals. But is it realistic? Does he really want to leave? You know, no one's come out. Frankie de Jong hasn't come out once and said fuck all. His agent has said nothing. No one knows anything. All we're going by is what we've heard from brown envelopes saying what Barcelona's terms are. Barcelona want to fucking put a lawsuit on him, you know, and this kid's going to want to stay there. And he's not even playing the first game of the season. You know, he's been shoehorned on the bench. Something's not right here, people. You know, I think Frankie de Jong has to leave. He has to leave. But does he come to Chelsea? Maybe. But I'm just not buying it anymore. And I think like all these deals, these Neymars and these big players, you know, they're very complicated deals. They take time. So if we're going to be actually, I think we've already got something structured for Frankie de Jong. Maybe we have. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm sure if you're going to go out and buy Frankie de Jong and you're waiting for his decision, why is it taking so long, guys? What week is gonna make a difference? Listen, we were told last week on Friday, it was deadline day last week, 24-hour deadline day. Frankie de Jong has to make a decision, all right? Because Barcelona can't afford, they need to register players. What happened? They offloaded some youngsters, they got PK and Busquets to lower their wages by half, and all of a sudden we didn't hear anything about Frankie de Jong. Fuck all. All right. And we still haven't heard anything. So what's going on? And now we've just heard from Ornstein, this guy that everyone believes is that Man United are totally out of the race for Frankie de Jong, that he's not going to go to Man United. So that only leaves Chelsea Football Club. But is it a whole scenario where they want to mud Chelsea Football Club? They want to mug us off and make us out like we got no ball and make Man United look better, you know, than what the situation is, where Man United are really mudded at the minute with Frankie de Jong. They've been after him for 2.5 months. Apparently everything was agreed with him, but Frankie de Jong didn't want to go. He agreed all the terms, maybe as a backup, but didn't want to go. Maybe Chelsea's come in or Chelsea's name's come in. But there's a deal there to be made, and I just don't know whether it's going to happen, people. I don't know whether it's going to happen. All right. But if you go on my last show for Rose, we spoke about the Neymar thing. And there's a lot of things going on now. There's a lot of things going on with the Neymar situation. It's bubbling up, people. And let's see what happens in Ligue 1 this weekend. Let's see what happens this weekend. Do you know what I mean? Neymar, a mineral boy. Yeah, he's got the minerals, geezer. He's got the minerals, 100%. Big up my guy, Chelsea Minerals Old Boys, Landon Mills, Johnny. I'm at Roxy Lanes in Leeds to watch AJ and ready for our Chelsea to smash 3-0 Leeds scum. Up the Chelsea, keep the blue flag flying high, carefree. Big up my geezer, Chelsea Minerals Old Boys. And as always, mate, for you, my guy, and for every Chelsea fan in here, let's remind all the Tin Pot clubs in London, all the Tin Pot fans in London, who the biggest club in London is. That's right, it's Chelsea FC. We see things they'll never see. The 2 stars, the Champions League, big European champions, world champions as we speak. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Mills FC. Big up to you, Chelsea Minerals Old Boys. My geezer. And enjoy the night, my guy, and enjoy the game. It's going to be a big one, mate. It's going to be a big one. God bless everyone till the next show. For me, it's time to smash the sherbet night all up the Chelsea. Big up. Thanks for your support, my geezer. Thanks for your support. Another minerals donation. Zaha available for 25 million. I wouldn't touch it with bars pro. Let's put 25 million towards wages on getting a Frankie de Jong or name minerals, mate. Yeah, we don't need Zaha. Or get a Gordon on a cheaper price. I'd love that. I'd love that. Big up AJ. We must win tomorrow, then worry about the window. We should be on 6 points. We are playing catch up. Yeah, we are. Thanks to the FA. Thanks to Mike Spurs fan Dean. Thanks to Anthony Fraud fucking Taylor. Yeah, let's have it right. You find my gaffer. 35k. You've given him a touchline ban. Yeah, let's have it right. Mike Dean has even come out and he said he made a mistake and he should have spent more than two minutes on it. More than 2 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever it was. Yeah, fella, you should have. The geezer pulled his hair. Let's show everyone again. Let's land the middles and show everyone what happened with Cucurella, mate. Yeah? With Cucurella, what happened? Where is it? Where is it, people? I had it on here. Where is the Cucurella? It didn't upload, for fuck's sake. It didn't upload. But listen, you red-carded my gaffer. Yeah? You give him a 35k fine. Why don't you fine Mike Dean? Why didn't you give us explanation about Mike Dean when he came out and apologised? Before that, we didn't hear nothing. All we heard was Mike Dean's been taken off VAR, but you did an official statement banning Thomas Tuchel and saying that you're going to fine him, right? You fucking didn't give a touchline ban to Conte because he was in the game today, and you only fined him, 15 grand, 14 grand, all right? And he's fucking done just as much damage. He gave it a big un. He gave it all the shit. All right. So why aren't you finding him and giving him touchline ban, but you give it to Thomas Tuchel when Thomas Tuchel got banned for what? What? For telling what? The truth? Yeah, that's right. He told the truth. He called your fucking Mike Dean out. He called Anthony Taylor out. He called VAR out, and they cost us 3 points. We dropped points because of you. We should have 6 points on the board, but you fucked it all up, and you're backing your officials, and you're letting Mike Dean go and fucking ref a game this weekend. You're having a laugh, mate. All right, when it's outright as a Spurs fan, we all know that. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. The agenda on Chelsea is sickening. I'm tired of it. And let's have it right. You find my gaffer, all right? And what's his name? Jesse Marsh or whatever, getting his knickers in the twist because Thomas Tuchel's coming on touchline ban. Well, we've got a period where he's able to be on the touchline and big up my gaffer. Yeah, he's got the minerals. You better do some weightlifting, Marshy fella. Yeah, do some weightlifting because my gaffer's got serious minerals on him and he'll give that handshake and he'll smash you to the ground, fella. All right, so keep in line. And Conte, you wig merchant, bruv, you should not be on that touchline. You should have been fined exactly the same as the gaffer because you were part to blame. But because the decisions went your way, it's all sweet, is it? But let's have it right. It's about behaviour. It's about professionalism. And Conte was just as bad. Was he or was he not? So therefore, he should have been fined the same amount as Thomas Tuchel. And Thomas Tuchel called out the truth and the mistakes by Mike Dean, and Mike Dean came out and apologised, and you're still fucking fining him. You still fined him 35k. You're still giving him a touchline ban when he's come out and said he made a mistake. So, FA, shall I tell you this? It's all about your money, mate. You want the money from Chelsea Football Club. You want your pockets filled. You want those brown envelopes, all right? But you don't go and fine and give a ban to Mike Dean and Anthony Taylor. Anthony Taylor was right in front of his eyes, that Cucurella situation where the hell was pulled by Romero. He was right in front of his fucking eyes. And you're trying to tell me that he had to go to VAR because Taylor didn't see it. What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of referee is that? It's clear that Anthony Taylor didn't see the headlock by Maguire and the kick into Batshuayi's bollocks and all these situations, all right? And that countless times they get away with it. All the time they get away with it. Where is the support for Chelsea? Where is the professionalism? Where is the referees doing their job correctly? It's never there in a big game like that. And we've lost 2 points because of you lot and your fucking incompetence and incapable of doing your job correctly. That is the problem, people. And my gaffer has to suffer by giving a touchline ban for saying the fucking what happened, which is the truth. How can VAR get it wrong? They got it wrong. Mike Dean came out and got it wrong. What? He sold brown envelopes. He got brown envelopes doing it. He sold papers. He got clicks. He got all the glory. And FA look like they're trying to make amends and do a good deed. When you're not, you're fucking robbing us of 35 grand of my gaffer. It's an agenda and it stinks. And it needs to stop. And Anthony Taylor, he needs to stay well away from Chelsea Football Club. Mike Dean, stay well the fuck away from Chelsea Football Club. All right? You're incompetent. You ain't good at your job. You never have been. You've always been a problem. You've always been an issue at Chelsea. Always. All the players know it. My gaffer landed minerals and said it how it is. And now he's getting fined for it. It's disgraceful. It's an absolute joke. It's unacceptable. And it is a campaign against Chelsea. If this was Klopp or Pep Guardiola or Ten Hag or any of these fucking other managers for these other clubs that you adore and you prop and you back and you love in the media, yeah, none of this shit would happen. It'd all go in their favour. How many penalties were Liverpool given? Stupidness. How many fouls did they make on the opposition, and the opposition didn't get no free kicks or penalties, yeah, in crucial moments, all right? And VAR looks at it. VAR's just as corrupt as Anthony Taylor, the referee that he is. Just as corrupt. And there's nothing you can say. There is nothing you can backtrack from what happened at the bridge on Sunday. That is outright brown envelope corruption. It absolutely is. And it's not right. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Big up to all you guys, yeah. Everyone keep signing the petition. Very important, sign the petition. That's what you got to do, mate. That's what you got to do. Big up Stephen here. Chelsea Minerals old boys have a fantastic night, geezer. We're smashing the sherbet at the fight in Leeds. Me old mate. Love that. Big up to Oscar in here, landing the Super Minerals, Lanham Johnny, Mud Mike Green. Mike Green is the biggest fucking toothpick. This geezer, right? Let me tell you about this geezer. This geezer's finally blocked me, and I'm fucking very happy he's blocked me, the mug, yeah? But this geezer goes on like he's got some fucking connection in the boardroom. Like he knows everything about Chelsea Football Club. And let's have it right. All you know, fella, is the fucking kit man's dog and cat and what fucking Felix food it eats. And that's it, bruv. That's all you know, all right? You have got an agenda against Thomas Tuchel, 100%. I got tweets from that fella that you've put in your super minerals there, in that donation. This geezer has said he would have Thomas Tuchel out immediately today and have Pochettino come in. This fella wants Pochettino instead of Thomas Tuchel. This geezer has got us underlying outright agenda against Thomas Tuchel, just like the Nini CFCs, just like the Rory Jennings, these fucking little edgy merchants that think they're all full of it, that they've got some fucking opinion that really matters and that people really digest and they think it's divine when it's absolute dog shit. And that is the problem with these people. Like, I'll mud this kid all day long. This kid, let me remind you, my G Lewis, Carefree Lewis, lovely to see you. Big up to my geezer, Lewis. Yeah, he asked me to go on a show with this geezer. Yeah, he asked me to go on a show with this geezer. And you know what that geezer said? He goes, "Oh, just no, I won't go on with Johnny. I won't go on with Johnny. No, I can't deal with him. He's too fuck off. You know I'll mud you, son. I will mud you so deep that I'll just throw cement on you. You never get out again. Yeah, because you coming at the gaffer, and I got the tweet. Shall I bring the tweets up? Shall I mud him? Shall I fucking mud him? Yeah, I love mudding people. It gives me joy when people talk absolute shit and they get a platform, and these people have him on a platform, yeah? Let's have it right. Let me get the tweets up, the fucking mug. Let me get the tweets up. Ah, dear. Dear me, people. Dear me. I think I sent it on, what's it called, Twitter, yeah? Let's land the minerals now. Let's land the minerals, bruv. How dare he come? Here we go. Here it is. Here it is. All right. Let's go this way. What does that say, people? From the beloved Mike Tosspot Fraud Green. What does it say? And he's lucky I'm even giving him fucking props on my channel than mug. All right, only because I got a Soup Minerals donation. If you could sack Tuchel now for Poch, would you do it? Be honest. Today, yes, absolutely. Absolutely would. For Pochettino. Yeah? And you lot want to listen to this geezer, don't listen to people like that. They're fucking full of shit. All right? They're full of shit. Absolutely full of shit. Big up to Indefinite. Get Minerals FC to 4K. Get me to the 4K, people. Land your minerals. Like and subscribe. I'll mud anyone. I'll come at anyone. No problem on here. No problem. Yeah. We're carefree minerals here. We're carefree minerals here. Yeah. Well, I've just proved it to you. He knows. Yeah. He knows. All right. So this guy, he can block me all he wants. All right. I don't want people like that. I've been on space with this guy and I've heard it come out of his fucking lips, mate. I've heard it come out. The agenda on Tuchel is disgraceful. Anyone who's got an agenda on Tuchel, you're not a Chelsea fan. You're not backing your club. You're not supporting your club. And he's got a major Jorginho hatred as well. Yeah. All right. He's just a fucking wrong 'un. That's what he is. He's a wrong 'un. And he's a toothpick. Let's have it right. So we don't need to talk about mugs like that anymore. Yeah. We don't need to talk about mugs like that. Fuck them all. In fact, anyone in the fucking timeline, anyone on Twitter, anyone on the big platforms, fuck the lot of you. You all talk shit. Every single one of you talk fucking nonsense. And you ain't got no bollocks or minerals to come step to me, yeah? Let's have it right. Because I'll fucking mud you little wrong-uns. Every single one of you with your little click edgy fucking tweets and your little edgy opinions. Talk shit. Fucking rats. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. And let's have it right, Kimso. Fuck Spurs, Mike Dean Taylor. Fuck them all. Yes, exactly. They robbed us of those 3 points. Let's not forget that, people. Let's not forget that. Don't forget that lightly. And let's see. I don't even know who's reffing our game tomorrow. I need to research who's reffing our game tomorrow. Yeah, let's have it right. Let's see who's reffing our game tomorrow. Yeah. All right. So, guys. Now I've muddied that nonsense, fella. Oh, well done. I've got something here. Let's have a look. No, I can't see nothing. You DM me something, but I'm blocked by so many people. I can't see these tweets that people send me. So you need to send them. You need to send them to me like screenshotted, people. Yeah, you need to send them screenshotted to me. All right. So don't believe the Harry Maguire stuff. It's absolutely nonsense. And let's have it right. Hopefully, for all these Tuchel outers, they're all in the mud now because the gaffer's going to sign a contract extension. And I'm all for it. Up my gaffer, yeah. Up my gaffer, yeah. Up the gaffer. He's going to sign a contract extension. And let's talk about Reece James and Mason Mount and their contracts. Let's have it right. Don't buy all this fucking nonsense, all right, that they've offered a 7-year contract. Yeah, you can offer a 7-year contract, Bowley, but what have you offered it on? On what pay? On 150 grand? On 200 grand? Doesn't cut just because you've got 7-year contract. Who's going to sign 7 years on a low wage, all right? Let's be realistic about it. Who's going to sign 7 years on a certain wage when you can't renew it until what, 2 years before you're in a contract? So in 5 years' time, you can renegotiate. Doesn't make any sense to me. So offer a contract that Mason Mount and Reece James deserve. Mason Mount's been our best player for the last 2 years by fucking miles. And the player of the season tells you that. All right. Reece James is a fucking baller. All right. And he's been out injured a lot of the time. But they both deserve their contracts. They both deserve 300 grand a week. They both deserve 350 grand a week. I don't give a shit what anyone tells me. They deserve that money. They are the DNA of Chelsea Football Club. Just because they're from the academy, and I've seen a lot of fans on the timeline, because they're from the academy, because they cost us nothing. Oh no, 150, 180 grand should be fine, or 200 grand should. Why? Go in the market. If a Man United or Man City or Real Madrid want to go and buy Reece James and Mason Mount, they've got to pay in excess of 130 million for the transfer fee. And what do you think the wages are going to be? Do you think the wages are going to be 150 grand a week? No way, mate. They're going to be 300 grand a week to entice the player to leave. So why is it any different for Mason Mount and Reece James, who are our best players? They are our best players at our football club. They're the players that are going to be there for the next 10 years. So you owe respect and you show love and you pay them what they're worth. You've signed in Raheem Sterling on 300 grand a week. If you go and sign a Frankie de Jong or a Neymar, you're going to pay them in excess of 400 grand a week. Why the fuck are you going to pay Reece James and Mason Mount 200 grand a week? It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Yeah? What's going on, people? Not even 200 likes. Guys, get me to 200 likes at the minimum. Get me at 200 likes, guys. There's over 200 people in here. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Yes, it's facts, settlers. You know, I'm sick of hearing fans say, oh, yeah, no, they should only get 200 grand a week. Why? Why? If they played at any other top club, you don't, and they were bought, do you think that they're going to go for 200 grand a week? No way, mate. They're getting paid 350 grand a week. So why is it any different at Chelsea? Why is it any different at Chelsea? No, it shouldn't be. Just because they're academy, you value them as first teamers, first names on the team sheet. They are they have been the most influential in the success of our football club over the last 3 years. Those two players. So you have to respect that. All right. And that's a message to Mr. Bowley, yeah, and Mr. Clearlake Capital, Weiss, Ekbali, and all you lot. Yeah, you pay them what they're worth. You can go in. What you're going to do? Broke a loaner on Mason Mount and Reece James, and sign all these wonder players. Yeah, all these superstars on high wages, but you're going to pay your so-called academy prospects, which ain't prospects no more. Your best players, you're going to pay them under that, are you? Let's not be silly here. Let's respect the real ballers at the football club and the players that will devote their life to the football club and want to be proper Chelsea legends. Our future captain and vice captain, Mason Mount, Reece James. Yeah. So you pay what they're worth. You pay what they're worth. That's piss poor. That's piss poor. There's over 200 people in here. Get me to the 200 likes, people. Get me to the 200 likes. Obviously, I understand there might be some haters in here. If there are some haters in here that are watching that don't want to like it or subscribe, it's simple as that. It's, yeah, lovely jubbly. So the fact that they are academy and cost no transfer fee, even more reasons pay up the top wage. Exactly. But why? They want to get away with it. They think that they can mug our young kids off. That's what they think. The new owners think they can mug them off. All right. And there's no muggeries going on with these two players. These two players are proper Chelsea. They're devoted to the club. All right. And the gaffer, you need to pay him what he wants. If you're going to pay the gaffer what he wants, you pay what Mason Mount and Reece James want. Those three are the absolute glue, the minerals, the cement, the fucking everything about Chelsea, the DNA, the proper Chelsea, the minerals of Chelsea Football Club. You know, without those three, I'm sorry, mate. Nah. You pay what they're worth. Johnny, we should look after our diamonds in the rough, Minerals, Mount and James, but the long contract should be going up year by year so they get what they deserve, but don't get too much money to the young geezer. Well, no, this is the thing, right? If we remember, if you're going to give a 7-year contract, you're not going to do a 7-year contract on 200 grand a week. That's ridiculous. Why would you tie yourself down like that when they're bringing in players on 350, 300 grand a week, and they're your best players? You know, Sterling's just come in at 300 grand a week. Yeah, granted, but he's not been Chelsea's best player. Mason Mount and Reece James have earned it. They're at elite level. They're playing at elite level. They won the Champions League, the Club World Cup, the Super Cup. They fucking won the lot there. All right? They are the minerals of this football club. They deserve to be paid what Raheem Sterling's on. 100%. And if you don't offer the 7 years, offer it on a 4-year deal, and then you can renegotiate. But let's have it right. If I'm Mason Mount and I'm Reece James, and I know I've got a year and a half left of my contract, and you're offering me a piss poor contract, I'm going to let my contract run out. And then I'm going to get all the offers from under the sun with massive signing on fees, and you're going to have to pay up anyway. So you might as well pay up now because you know we don't want to leave. It's as simple as that, guys. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Big up, Dick Bennett. You're right. Pay our boys the proper papers. Mason and Reece deserve the pay hike. They are blue bloods. Why would you disrespect them like that? That built a Cobham. They paid their dues. Pay them. Exactly. They've cost you nothing. They're on tuppence right now. And look at their performances on that tuppence. And you've brought in players like Lukaku. You brought in all these fucking players. You brought in Kai Havertz, Timo Werner. You've brought in all these guys on high wages. And they haven't performed anywhere near Mason Mount and Reece James. So you have to pay them the money. You have to pay them the money. Simple as that. Matt Law said they'll be rewarded with long-term contracts and pay rise that will see them near the top of the wage bill after the transfer window. Listen, near the top of the wage bill. So who's the top of the wage bill, people? Right now, it's what? Raheem Sterling on 300 grand. So near the top of the wage? No, you pay what Sterling's on. You pay what Sterling's on. You pay 300 grand. They're worth 300 grand. And then when they get their contract negotiations in 5-6 years' time, they can go, yeah, we want 380 grand now because we fucking won it all and we deserve it. And we don't want to go anywhere. And they're your captain. That's how it goes, people. How do you think John Terry and Lampard got their contracts up? They had offers from Manchester City and they were going to leave. They didn't want to leave and not the game. You know, why is it any different? John Terry cost them nothing. He came through the academy. John Terry was on 380 grand a week or whatever it was. So Mason Mount and Reece James should be on that as well. Sorry, John Terry made it out when he was 16, 17 years old. You know, he deserves his big contracts, mate. They've served their dues, mate. Big up, Johnny. 300k is a bargain for the club for James and money. Would love Neymar, Gordon, Neves, and in my opinion, screw Leicester. I'd rather the Anderson kid from Palace, to be honest, but there are many others. Listen, 300k is nothing in this market. You've got rid of a lot of big wages, but it's all dependent. Listen, there is no justification. If you go and buy in a Neymar or you go and buy in a Frankie de Jong on high wages, what's the excuse? What's your excuse to Mason Mount and Reece James offering them less wages? What is your fucking excuse? You know, there is none. These guys walk in with these wages, but you're not willing to give the wages that these players deserve and will only be better. They're younger and they're only going to get better. And they give everything. They're our most consistent players. So I think Bowley has got to pay up, mate. Bowley has to pay up. It's as simple as that. He has to pay up. So whatever it takes, we have to time down to new deals. 100% geezer. 100%. Right, so let me just put this in here. This is the thing, people. This is the thing, yeah. I just get pissed off with when I hear fans saying no, they should only get 200 grand a week, blah blah blah, and all this nonsense. Fuck all that bollocks. Yeah, it's not about that. It's about paying them what they deserve. And they're the ballers of our football club. They're the DNA. They will be captain and future captain, vice captain by miles. Yeah, by miles. So, yes, going to bring up Gunny on here, mate. Let's get Gunny on. Big up my geezer. He's got the vibes, yeah. He's ready for the fucking minerals, bruv. He landed it on expressions as well, yeah. Obviously, I landed my thing on expressions because I had to back Gunny as well and all Lewis and all that lot. I had to back it, bruv, and get the fucking vest out and all that, like the so-called expressions, yeah. And the expressions were piss poor because it was a fucking draw, yeah, that we got robbed of, but we know how that panned out. So big up, Gunny, yeah. What's happening, geezer? My guy.
Just got back from the barbers, mate. Had to get this egg smoothed out. Do you know what I mean? Smooth as eggs right about now, bruv. Looking good, mate. 100%. How you doing though, Johnny?
I'm all good, geezer. I'm buzzing, mate. I'm a little bit fired up. I'm getting a bit pissed off with certain rumours around our football club. The fucking most expensive fridge, cruise ship, Maguire. What's all that nonsense about? You know, that's not true. It's waffle. I think it was that Wilkinson or someone come out and said it's not true. We're not inquiring about Maguire and all this. So people getting it. They're trying to just panic the Chelsea fans, trying to shoehorn our name with Manchester United's captain Maguire. You know who?
Do you know what I think it is? I've got a bit of a conspiracy theory though, Johnny. I reckon someone from Leicester has come out and told this guy so we can accelerate and get Fofana. That's what I think it is. Because there's no way in hell that we are signing that dude, bruv. Absolutely not. I don't, bruv. Every cat and their dog can see that this guy is a bottom of the half table defender at best. At best. He's got no business coming to Chelsea Football Club. I think it's absolute nonsense, bruv. Bangers and mash waffle, as you say, Johnny.
It is 100%. It's bangers and mash waffle, bruv. Obviously we haven't been on stream for a little while, yeah, but This nonsense, bruv. This fucking nonsense, bruv. What is going on
days.
with our gaffer getting done like that? You know what's going on, bruv?
Well,
Going
are
on?
you surprised, Johnny? Because listen, I
No.
can think back to when Fabregas should have got the penalty and he got booked. I can think back to flipping when Lloris done the flipping 5-star frog splash WWE move on Marcus Alonso and somehow nothing came of it. I can think of the time where Kovacic got sent off in the FA Cup final, and now this, bruv. So I'm not really surprised. The only thing is that I think is just absolute ridiculous is the fact several things. How Tuchel's the only one that's been fined is insane to me. And the other one is this, is if you think back to Liverpool, right? A certain Paul Tierney done a similar fuckery to them. Pardon my language. Done a similar thing to them. And what happened as soon as Jurgen Klopp complained? He was not allowed to officiate anything to do with Liverpool. Is this going to happen with Chelsea? Absolutely not. There is definitely favoritism. 100% there is favoritism all over the gaff in football, mate. 100%.
It's a campaign against the Chelsea all day long. Mike Dean came out and apologised for it. He apologised and made a mistake.
Too fucking little, too late, bruv. Where's the extra 2 points?
Why are you finding the gaffer still? Because he's irated and heated, and that commotion happened simply because of the fucking piss poor decisions that were wrong. And everyone knew it was wrong, so he called out the truth. And yet you'll find him after Mike Dean's confessed and come out and said he got it wrong.
It's too little, too late.
And the FA is still taking their money. They still want the 35 grand. And they robbed us of 2 points, bruv.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's too little, too late. If you cannot give us back our 2 points, you might as well keep your apology. Because how many more times are you going to keep apologizing? Because that's not going to be his last game he officiates for Chelsea. Guarantee it. Regardless of the petition that we put out. I didn't even know
how did Taylor not see it, bruv? How did Taylor? It was right in front of. I thought I uploaded the picture. Taylor was right in front of his eyes.
Yeah,
right in front of him.
I think I made the wrong call, bruv. You was right there in 8K vision, bro. It was right in front of you, and he was looking as well. It's not like he weren't looking. He looked directly at it. When you see the picture, his head is facing that way, so there's no way he missed that. Absolutely none.
And since when can you pull another player's hair or shirt and not get a foul for it, or get red carded?
It's violent conduct, isn't it? And then
Exactly.
we haven't even spoken about, what's his name? Bentancur going through flipping Kai Havertz from behind and then getting the ball after that. Well, he barely touched the ball after that. Regardless, it was a foul. It was a foul. That should have been pulled back. It should have never been 1-1 at that point. We battered them all over the park, man. We absolutely battered them.
It was, we killed them. We deserved 3 points. You can say, we didn't take some chances, but it is what it is. But listen, all the Arsenal fans are getting big bollocks right now. They're getting very excited. I'm going to wait for their tears come midway through the season when they get those fucking injuries and they drop them points and they don't have refs being bought. Yeah, because that's what happened. I believe that they paid them refs to do that dirty on us. All right. The media have been propping Spurs and Arsenal relentlessly, saying that Chelsea might not make the top 4. What's all that fucking bollocks?
Yeah,
we completely outplayed them. We've shown that we are way levels above them with their so-called best attack in the world, best attack in the league. Harry Kane, Son, what? Where were they? What? What goals? What? Fuck all.
They were silenced by a world-class defense. I'm not going to lie. They were. Yeah. But really and truly, bruv, the whole situation with Arsenal is this. Yeah, look at who have they played? That's the first question. Who have they played, bruv? What, Crystal Palace away on the first day of the season? And then who did they play? Who did they play after that? A piss poor Leicester with a Fofana that don't even want to be there. And then who have they played today? Bournemouth that looked like there was League One quality, Championship quality, bruv. You know what I'm saying? You see when they have to play, the Uzbekistan FCs and the flipping FC Kosovos and that over in flipping the Europa League, then we're going to see about depth. Then we're going to see about consistency, because that's when I think they're just going to go, whoop. I'm telling you, they ain't got the minerals to continue this. 100%.
No, of course they ain't. And they haven't got the squad either. If you look at the squad of Spurs and you look at the squad of Arsenal, they ain't got the squad or the minerals to sustain that consistently. Once they start playing European football, watch them dip, mate. Watch them fall behind. They're not used to playing Champions League football, Spurs, firstly.
Yep.
Midweek. And then going straight into Premier League with that squad. They ain't got the minerals for that. And I'm going to be proved right. And I know it. And they'll probably get knocked out in the group stage. And then what's Arsenal got? Conference or Europa?
They've got Europa.
Right, so they're playing how many games in Europa? They've got to travel, God knows, all over the world, yeah, in Europe, all right, and play midweek Thursday night and then play maybe a Sunday or Saturday game. Let's see how they do, because they're going to be knackered, bruv. And this is where the points are going to get dropped. And granted, yeah, they're all getting excited. They're playing their nice little football and this and that. Yeah, wait till Jesus gets injured because he's always fucking injured. Wait till Partey's injured because he's always injured.
Okay,
wait till Xhaka gets a fucking 3-game suspension for being sent off. Wait for Saliba to put in a fucking shit performance. Tierney's not. They haven't even got Tierney yet, have they? Or is he not back?
He's still injured.
Or whatever?
He's not back from
injury.
He's
still
yet.
injured. All right. Wait for all these players to these situations to happen, and just a couple of those situations, or maybe even one of those situations, it will affect them majorly, because they haven't got quality behind them to back it up. The same goes for Spurs.
I reckon it's one injury to the 2 players that the 3 players that they cannot afford to get injured is Thomas Partey, like you say, Gabriel Jesus, and Saliba. Any one of those 3 get injured, I think their quality dips because they've got nothing off the bench that even comes close to that too.
No quality.
Yeah, exactly. They've got nothing there.
What's happened to Stella Rowe? Is he playing?
He's missing. I have not seen him.
Yeah, I haven't seen him as well. Apparently, he's some wonder kid, but I haven't seen him play. Maybe they're happy with him on the bench now. I don't know.
They were saying it was better than Mason Mount last season.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah, but he's on the bench now, isn't he? So
he's not going to get minutes until Odegaard is either injured or he's formed it. So let's see what happens.
One of their own, yeah. One of their own. Yeah, of course. Yeah. You're so big bollocks to say one of your own, but the geezer can't even get minutes on the pitch because your super Mick Arteta wants to play Odegaard instead. How do you feel about that? How about, let's have it right, Chelsea are the only club in Europe that got more than fucking 3 academy prospects playing the first team.
Exactly. And that would walk into any of their teams. Yeah, that would
and they walk into all their teams. Yeah.
We're good. We're good. I reckon we're gonna be all right. I just feel like my only concern with us is that we've had 2 of our main midfielders injured, bro. Kovacic and Kante, and I feel like I hope we do address this in the transfer window because they showed last season that they're a bit injury prone, but hopefully, there's still I think 2 weeks left if I'm correct, or the transfer window. I do think we're going to do some more business before the window closes.
All right, so before we get into the game of Leeds, because I want to do I want to talk about the game because I've got my concerns in that game. Let's talk about, because I landed for about an hour and a half on the fucking transfer market. What do you think about Frankie de Jong? And I still don't believe we're going to get him, but what's your vibe on it, Gunny? Because obviously for Fafana, this thing's dragging on. I think everything's going to happen on deadline day or the day before. So what are you expecting? What do you think, Geezer?
Well,
do you think we're going to get Frankie?
Well, I'll start with Fafana since that's a quicker one. With Fafana, I think that's going to get done. I'd be very surprised if by the end of next week that at least the price, the fee hasn't been agreed, and obviously the terms have been agreed with the player. And it was evident today. The guy was sitting in the stands. He didn't even celebrate, bro. He didn't even celebrate or nothing, bro. He didn't even look like he wanted to be there. So I reckon he's definitely going to head out the door. He's heard
pushing a move.
Yeah, you heard Brendan Rodgers say, like, players that don't want to be here, they have to go, but on our terms and all that. We've heard that bare times before. Because it went from he's not for sale under any circumstance, he's got a contract, to, hearing the rumours on the player. So I reckon he's going to be ours, 100%. And then now, when it comes to Frankie de Jong, this is the one where I'm not too sure, bruv. I don't even know. Like, for me, I'm sort of like 70% on the side that he's going to stay at Barcelona. Because, but it's crunch week, innit? Because they're saying this is the week where, de Jong either has to take the pay cut or he's going to have to go. I've got a horrible feeling that he's just going to take that pay cut. But I hope there's a plan B from Chelsea.
He doesn't have to, though. But by law, Frankie de Jong doesn't have to lose wages. He could stay at the club. He could stay at the club and leave for free the next year.
That's true. That's true, and it'll be interesting to see if he sees that. But if he does that. But that's definitely going to.
He won't play World Cup coming up.
Yeah, exactly. That's the dilemma he's in, bruv. Because if
that's him personally, yeah.
If they do that, and Barcelona will definitely do that because they already started to play him at centre back and that. Do you know what I mean? They're disrespecting the lad by not playing him.
Did they leave Frankie? Oh no, you're talking about Fafana there. Because when does Barcelona play, today or tomorrow? Have they played today or they play tomorrow?
I'm not sure. Let me have a look. Let me have a look right now. But I'm gonna be keeping an eye on Barcelona for that reason.
Yeah. So my thing is this: if he doesn't
Tomorrow,
have to take a pay cut, right? He doesn't have to take a pay cut, and he can sit there. And then what that does to Barcelona, it puts them under huge pressure where they cannot sign anyone. They can't register Koundé. And the only way they can register Koundé is if we buy Aubameyang. Why haven't we bought Aubameyang yet? It should be very quick and easy. He wants to go, right? He knows he's not going to play. Lewandowski, Dembele, Rafinha. So I would hold off Aubameyang, even if you're putting Marcus Alonso in the deal. I'd hold off. Why give Barcelona what they want?
well, this is the catch-22 that we're in, though, Johnny. Because now, if we do that and we seriously do want Frankie De Jong, they might play hardball with us if we do that to them. You see what I'm saying? So this is
how can they play hardball with Frankie De Jong? Frankie De Jong is paid a 70 million and 65 million euros fee. He's only got 2 years on his contract, or what is it? 1 year, a year and a half. He's got on his contract.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Because I heard Julian Laurence last night say he can leave after a year or whatever for free, and Barcelona don't want that because they'll get no money for him.
Yeah, and even if we're being honest, 70 million euros for a player like that is still a fucking steal, bruv.
Yeah, of course it is.
Absolute bargain.
But I think if he's on a longer contract, like 3 years, 4 years, that ain't 70 million. That's like 140 million.
Exactly, easy.
150 million. So I think he's got 2 years or 1.5 years left, which puts him in a strong position saying, no, I can stay on my 500 grand a week. You sign me to that. You know, it's your problem.
Well,
right?
to me, it's gonna say a lot to me about Frankie De Jong, because now if he stays there, doesn't lower his contract wages, and he sits on the bench while he's got an opportunity to come to Chelsea, get paid there or thereabouts, and still like get Champions League football and play in the highest level of the competition, I'm gonna look at him a bit sideways. Do you know what I mean? But then, we also have to factor in the account that apparently his missus is very happy where she is at Barcelona. But my thing is that we're talking about multi-millionaires. Barcelona's just down the road. You see what I mean? Like that kind of money just makes Barcelona that bit closer. It's easier for them to travel. It's easy for them to do these things.
Yeah. Have you heard the clip from Harry Redknapp?
No. What do you say?
Oh, I'll get it up. Because this is very interesting. Yeah. It
was the clip where he was saying about how he was going to be joining Chelsea or something like that, innit?
Yeah, so you have heard it.
Yeah, that's the one. Well, we got to see, because remember, like, people as well, like, remember, usually like the deadline week or even like the day before deadline day is usually the most busy in the transfer window. So like we still got some time to go. Also, as well, someone else in the comments just said they want to land Bernardo Silva, whose wife was actually in Barcelona the other day. Actually, I think it was Gerard Romero that posted a picture of his wife in Barcelona somewhere. So if they're gonna sign Bernardo Silva, I highly doubt they can keep Frankie De Jong.
No, they can't. That's what I'm saying. They have to sell Frankie De Jong to get Bernardo Silva. I think even if they got that, listen. They've got PK and Busquets to lower half their wages, yeah, because they're on high wages, all right. So those two have halved it. Even if they get rid of Depay and sell Aubameyang, it's still not enough to get Alonso and Bernardo Silva. The only way they can get Bernardo Silva is by selling Frankie De Jong. This is why I can see us buying him, because Harry Redknapp says he wants to come to Chelsea. He likes Chelsea. Tuchel loves him. We've got the money. We've got the foundations for him to ball out our club, and he'll get played in the correct way. And he'll be loved there. But it's down to what the deal is with Barcelona and Frank de Jong. Because at the end of the day, we haven't heard what Frank de Jong wants. No one's heard what he wants.
No one's heard that, yeah.
No one's heard nothing, right? And he's actually rejected to go to meetings with Barcelona last week. He didn't go to meetings. He just said, fuck off. Yeah,
he's digging his heels in, because
rightly so.
Because even his agent is basically advising him, look, bruv, you should just leave Barcelona. The way you're being treated here is just unacceptable, bruv.
So I want to land these minerals, yeah, because I had Feroz on my show not last night, night before. Yeah,
I saw that one. I was watching that.
So we were talking about Neymar, and the Neymar thing's heating up again. Today, apparently Silva was on social media pushing to get Neymar to come. And Neymar and Mbappe have majorly fallen out now, properly fallen out. Neymar knows that Mbappe's asked the ball to sell him, get rid of him. Neymar owns the dressing room because Fro said obviously he knows some of the friends of Neymar and agent decos and all this shit, right? So there is something there. And I think Mbappe's in a strong position. His ego's been dented and tarnished by Neymar because Neymar owns the dressing room. Everyone loves him.
He's been balling so far this season as well, man. He's been their main man up top.
Yeah, he's scored penalties. Mbappe's missed the penalties, and now all of a sudden he's been given the penalties. He's on $1 million a week. He wants to be the big daddy. He's an ego fucking wrong'un. All right, Mbappe.
Hold on. Do you know what I'll say about that though, Johnny? I think PSG have massively just added to that equation hugely.
Yeah, of course they have. Yeah.
They've absolutely destroyed the guy because they've given him way too much too soon. And now you can see through he's got too much power, like you say. Now you can see through his behavior on the pitch. Did you see what he did to Messi the other day? Yeah. By the time he was your age, he had 3 or 4 Ballon d'Ors. Who the fuck do you think you are, bruv? This is how you know, like, the PSG have just ruined him. Like, the worst thing that they did was give him that contract.
They shouldn't have done it. Yeah,
they shouldn't have done it. He should have really just got it.
He should have gone Real Madrid.
Yeah, he should have just gone to Real Madrid because he would have been getting La Ligas there. He would have been getting to semi-finals, finals in the Champions League easy with that team, bro. But he decided to stay. Money talks, though, innit? And it also corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, bro.
Yeah, so he's got the director of football. Listen, they don't put like stuff like that in the press for no reason. There is some underlying truth there, and it's clear as day. Even Romain Molina, the GOAT himself, big up Romain Molina. Yeah, he's a fucking geezer in the game. He came out and tweeted about this Neymar shit, and Neymar went and liked 2 of the fan accounts, big fan accounts. He liked what they was reporting on, basically that Neymar found out that Mbappe wants him out. He's upset by it, blah, blah, blah. Because Neymar's one of them players that needs to be loved. He's one of them players. Tuchel loved him. And the truth is, Tuchel fucking loves Neymar, but had problems with Mbappe. Mbappe's the one he had problems with, the family and all that shit. All right? They're very arrogant, man. And I've never liked Mbappe's attitude. I've always not liked him as a, when you look at players and you go, oh, I love this player. Like I love not just his footballing ability, but him as a geezer as well. Mbappe, I don't have that feeling. He pisses me off. I don't like him.
I did when he was at Monaco. When he was.
Yeah, Monaco's different because he was humble as a kid.
Yeah.
Now he's fucking, and Neymar for me, he's got every right to be the way he is because he's a superstar. So my point is this, Gunny, moving away from the situation. We know that there's a situation there. I think something's going to heat up, geezer. And I think that because Neymar extended his contract, so PSG might get a little bit more money, but I think Bowley would pay it. And I think Tuchel won't say no to Neymar. And 100%. I think if there's a choice to buy Neymar, do you forget De Jong or do you get both?
No, you get both of them. You get both of them. Yeah. For me, it's critical you get both of them because because this is the thing. Neymar is an anomaly where like he's a creative genius and he's deadly in front of goal as well. And people remember this as well. Neymar plays down the middle a lot for Brazil. So it might be a thing where like if this rumor is true, we might put Aubameyang on the back burner and then bring in Neymar and have him go down the middle, which I would love to see because he's such a hybrid player where he can do number 9. He could do the false 9 better than pretty much most players in the world, I personally believe. You can play him on that left side. You can play him on that anywhere across that attack. Neymar is effective. But you see, to take him to that next level where he's going to be like undeniably the best attacker in the league, you got to have De Jong. You got to have De Jong right in there behind him to be creating them opportunities. Because that geezer there is the closest thing that we're going to have to Fabregas since Fabregas. 100%.
I think Modric. I think he's a Modric type player.
You reckon so? No, but I'm talking in terms of like the chance creation
of what we had before with Fabregas. But I see him more of a. I see us getting a young Modric, young Fabregas type player. Yeah, we're getting a young one. He's 25. He's fucking not even in his prime, and this geezer can blast past players, man. He's got speed. He's got vision. He's got defensive ability. Like, listen, he's got all the minerals and I'd love him, but I never believe it's true. If it comes true, man, my hands are up. I'm drinking all the tears of United and fucking all the rivals. I'm literally saying cheers to Bowley and the minerals, the gaffer himself. And I say fair play to the brown envelopes. Maybe they were telling the truth to an extent. But until I see that happening, I'm not going to bite. But Neymar, I believe there's real substance there. I think we are. That's why I think we're holding off Aubameyang, because I don't see why Aubameyang doesn't get done quickly. We've got the money.
It's an easy deal to get done.
It's an easy deal
He's
to get
only
done.
asking for, what is it, 160, 170k a week, which in today's money is nothing. Do you know what I mean? So we can get that done like this.
If you buy Aubameyang, why did you buy Aubameyang and Neymar? It doesn't fit, does it? Really?
Nah.
Where are you going to play both of them? You ain't going to play both of them.
Yeah, exactly. Personally, if it's out of the two, it's got to be Neymar. And this is the thing. I don't think PSG would be too against doing a loan with an obligation or even an option to buy with the player. And if we do something like that with Neymar, then that definitely leaves space to be signing up De Jong. You see what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a thing where if Neymar does leave and come to Chelsea, it might be like a loan with an obligation to buy next summer or something like that, or with the option to buy next summer or something.
Because
like
it's there's not enough time to get a
exactly.
deal done.
Exactly. That's a complicated deal to get done, and people need to understand Neymar's contract is very like you say, complicated, bro, because
image rights.
He owns his image rights and all this. So there's a lot to negotiate on the table on the player side. I don't think PSG would be the problem if they're willing to sell. It's just getting the details done with the player. So whether there'll be enough time, like you said, to get that done, I highly doubt it at this point in the transfer window.
What do you, out of 10, what do you think we get Neymar and De Jong out of 10?
Can I do them separately?
Do De Jong first. Go on.
De Jong right now, I'm going to go with 5 out of 10. I'm going to fence this one hard.
50-50.
Yeah, 50-50 on that one. The Neymar one, obviously, I haven't seen. I've just found out the resurfacing of the news just right about now. But I can believe that because of Mbappe and what we've been seeing already. I can say that one. I'll say 6 out of 10
for Neymar.
For Neymar to come.
I think the Neymar one's going to really heat up. You know that. What other club can go in for Neymar? Barcelona can't.
Yeah.
Real Madrid won't.
And to the people that are saying that we can't afford to get Neymar, well, we was going to put down wages for Cristiano Ronaldo, mate. Yeah. And they're going to be there and thereabouts in terms of money. So I don't even think that's an issue. And we got to realize that these owners have got a lot of money to spend. They have a lot to spend. And there was something that even came out earlier on today. The geezer Bedadik Barley and Todd Bowley, they were saying something like, with the signings that they've made so far, they feel very vindicated and confident enough to be spending more if Thomas Tuchel needs it. So there's definitely more money in the tank back there.
I think you sell Ziyech, you sell or loan Pulisic and Adoy, sadly. If those 3 deals happen, I think the wages will go to Neymar.
It makes sense.
If you don't get Neymar, I think it goes Aubameyang, Gordon, and Frankie de Jong.
How do you feel about Gordon?
Oh, I like the kid. But I can see why the gaffer wants him. If it's true, I can see the attributes of the kid suits. I can see him playing in Tuchel's system. Is what I'm saying. I can see it, and he's young.
Here's my thing. It's like I don't not rate him. I think he looks decent and he's got that chaos factor about him. Do you know what I mean?
He's a tricky customer.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, for me, I'm just looking at that midfield, man. I just want us to address that. We desperately need to address that, man.
We've got Kante out and Kovacic. Same stories last year. We let Gilmore go last year. We got fucked. This year, where's Gilmore? If it was me, and I was the gaffer right now, and I back my gaffer, whatever he decides. But if it's me personally, there's only 2 options for the Leeds game. The first option is to bring Billy Gilmore, give him a fucking number, and let him prove to the gaffer he's got minerals. All right? That's the first option, because he can play the 6 and the 8, and he played fantastic with Jorginho at the Etihad, we dominated the game. So it works. All right, that's the first one. The second option, and the only other option, is to play Minnels Mount next to Jorginho. I cannot see Ruben Loftus-Cheek and I cannot see Gallagher playing in the double six against Leeds away in such a big game and sustain it for 90 minutes.
Well, didn't we do that last season, bruv? And it was just the most horrible game to watch with Ruben Loftus-Cheek and that pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we won last year.
We did win. We did win, but it was not pretty though.
It was tough. Yeah.
Yeah. It was one of the worst games that I witnessed. But then it's that thing with Loftus-Cheek. But I'm going to give him props. You see him to deputize as that right wing back all day long. After what I saw against Tottenham, that performance that he put in was top notch. Top notch, man. And I was worried about, getting that right wing back replacement, whether we're going to get one. But I think we've got one ready made in Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It's just whether he's going to be comfortable with just accepting that role going forward at Chelsea Football Club. Do you know what I mean?
Because I only see Ruben playing fantastic right wing back, because at the right wing back, what he has the ability to do is invert and become a midfielder, which is
exactly.
But when he's not that, he doesn't have that full responsibility in the middle of the park to defend. He's got that ability to just block the channels and protect Reece James as right centre back, right? That's where I think he plays. Gallagher is not a 6 and he's not ready, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Who I rate, but I think it's a game too soon and a big game. It's a fucking heavy game, dirty Leeds to play there. For me, I play Mason Mount there or Billy Gilmore, and he's not going to play Billy Gilmore. So for me, Mason Mount plays in the double 6. That's what he does, and then you play Sterling, Havertz, and potentially Pulisic, I guess.
Have we sold Ampadu yet? Because that's another one that can play the 6.
I don't think he's been given a squad number like Gilmore.
Oh man,
yeah,
because personally, with these injuries, I would actually, and I know some people might feel a way about it. I would probably go to a back 4 and play Ampadu at the base of that midfield, and then you can have Minerals Mount and whoever partnered up next to him. Do you know what I mean? Because Leeds, let's have it right, their midfield in terms of their pressing is relentless. Yeah, and that's the one thing I worry about Jorginho is that, if Rodrigo, because the way they've been using Rodrigo at Leeds, they're using him as like the number 10 sort of thing. So if they stick him on Jorginho and they continue to press him, that there's a mistake in Jorginho from time to time. But I think if you've got Ampadu there and perhaps, you've got Mount and Jorginho or whatever, I think that offers that extra layer of protection. And on top of that, it will also allow Reece James to get more forward because he now knows that he's got Ampadu back there to sort of protect that defense if anything happens on a counter. So I think that's how I would approach the game personally. But I highly doubt that do that. Highly doubt that.
Playing, and I trust the gaffer, but the thing is, Mount in the front 3, he's lethal. Because he drops in and you create the front 2, with Havertz and Sterling, and they integrate and they switch. But if you put Mount in the 6, he's not there. He's not leading the press. He's not getting high ball recovery. So what does the gaffer do? If he puts... See, we've heard him say Gallagher's like a Kante, where he's just an engine, but he's not a Kante, bruv. He's fucking nowhere near Kante. Nowhere near it.
Yeah.
So it's like, is this just like a bit of boostering for Gallagher to fucking put in a performance? So it looks like we're going to have Gallagher and Jorginho, but when I saw them in the friendly, they were terrible, bruv. I know it's a friendly, but they were shocking.
Yeah, Gallagher looked like he didn't understand his role, which is why I can't really put too much blame on him. But then again, I can't put too much blame on Conte either, because we forget, like, he's still a young player. There's a lot for him to learn. Now, maybe, in a...
What about Chuck Winnerals?
I don't think he's going to play. This is the thing. I don't think he's going to play him just yet. I'd love to see him. I think he's got a lot to offer for this team. I really do. From what I've seen of him, and his style of play, he looks press resistant.
Why don't we throw him in there, bruv? He's big geezer as well, man.
He is. Also, as well, that Cesare Cazade looks good as well, man. He looks
proper, but he's going under 21s, isn't he?
Yeah. We're gonna have to wait for him a bit, but I'm excited with what we're doing in terms of the youth, bro. 100%. Like what we're signing, what Neil Buff, that guy, man, he is an unsung hero in this fan base. A lot of the fan base don't know who he is on Twitter and that. Neil Buff is an absolute hero. That guy, his talent ID is spot on.
Yeah, sick. Yeah. Is he new though?
Neil Bath, no, he's been here
He's
for
been there for a long
years,
time.
for a long,
Yeah,
long
but
time.
so why are we getting all this Scotch shit in the way? And have they got the final say on him, or what?
Well,
What is it?
Scott McLachlan is the chief scout, and Neil Bath is the head of youth development. But he's
Yeah, there you
been
go,
he's
yeah.
been trusted like Tuchel because we don't have a director of football to actually go out there and get the targets that he wants because he's done so well over the years, which makes sense to me. And Todd Bowley's been vindicated by that decision because he's just brought Chuck Winnerals through the door, and he's just brought Cesar. You know what his name is, the Italian geezer through the door, and he's also trying to
Sadie, yeah,
and
Sadie.
he's also trying to bring in Endrick as well, that youngster from Palmeiras. So he's telling.
Oh, we're gonna get him. That went all quiet. I want that
Don't know
player.
yet.
He
We
looks
don't
a
know yet.
fucking minerals general, brother.
Yeah.
16 years old, looks ridiculous, mate. He looks a fantastic player.
We don't know yet, but I do know that Chelsea are massively interested in him, but as are Barcelona and Real Madrid. But here's something that's interesting, yeah? You see, when we had to face Palmeiras in the Club World Cup,
yeah,
the reason why he didn't play is because his contract situation wasn't sorted at the time, and the owner of Palmeiras said that if you play him against Chelsea, they're going to come in with an offer and take him away from us, which is why they didn't let him play.
Wow. Well, apparently his family said that they love the project at Chelsea. So,
oh mate,
this guy take that how you want, but I think Casadi's going to be our fucking Ballack.
Absolutely, bruv. Absolutely,
he looks like one of them ones. Header, fucking strong. Tuchel loves a player like that. Strong, good progressor, good tackler, very good running in the box.
Lampard-esque. In terms of them late runs in the box, man. He looks very complete.
He can go left, right. He could do what Lampard was doing, going all over the gaff, but he might want that in the 6-6, which he could do. There's not many players that can do that in the 6-6 that have got the engine to get up and down like that. And also, I think Frankie de Jong is a key, bruv. Frankie de Jong, for me, means Jorginho gets sold before the end of the window. I think Jorginho goes to Italy if we sign Frankie de Jong. I think it's moments like that. We've heard some touts about Jorginho and the interest from Juventus. I think that's serious. But it's just nothing's bubbled up yet because we don't know whether we're actually bringing in a player. If we're bringing in Frankie de Jong, I think he's gone, bruv.
I think so too. And if I'm being honest, and I don't, and this is the thing, is like, people think I've got an agenda against Jorginho when I just tell the truth and I say it how it is from what I see. He's not a bad player. It's just
no, of course he's not. He's a great little player.
And the only thing is with him is that in this Premier League is that we're doing too much to protect his deficiencies, which we all know is that he's not the quickest player in the world. And sometimes he does get caught out and does get beaten quite easily, which is why you're not seeing too many bodies going forward on the attack with Chelsea. So there's been even against Everton, not so much against Tottenham, but it was a common theme where I was seeing we're not getting enough bodies in the box. The amount of pullbacks I used to see going, just flashing through the goal, there was nobody there to sort of get on the end of it. And I was just like, I don't understand why this is happening. And then I realized is that if we get hit on the counter, Tuchel is worried that we're going to put too much pressure on our defenders if Jorginho gets bypassed.
That's why every time a Kante or Kovacic goes forward, if you ain't got a Minerals Mountain there to help out and drop in,
you're in trouble.
And we lose the ball, you get hurt. And remember when we played Udinese, we played fantastic, and Jorginho was very aggressive and we pushed high up, but the gap between the 6-6 and defense was quite big. The moment they lost the ball, they got in. If you got a good opposition or an opposition with pace, you get hurt. The problem with Jorginho is if he had Gilmore's pace right now and a bit more strength, I think he'd be an absolute animal.
Yeah, 100%.
He hasn't got it, and he needs too many. He needs the wing backs are key. That's why he suffered last year, and he didn't play. The gaffer didn't play him as much last year because the wing backs were not supporting enough. He needs outlets so that he can pass sideways, but you can attack from the width and allow your front line to come in while your overlaps happen. You don't get that. So if Jorginho gets exposed, and then you become quite, one-dimensional. I get that. But in certain games, like against Spurs, he was fantastic. He was class in that game, you know. But you got Kante there. Kante's a fucking minerals general. He
Yeah,
was cleaning up. Giza, I see him with my own eyes in Matthew Lower. The guy, Kante was like 3-4 yards off the player, the Spurs player with the ball, and he fucking got the ball off him in a matter of seconds. And you think, how did this guy get the ball like that? He's
he would be
unbelievable.
a nightmare. If you was playing against this guy, he would be an absolute nightmare.
That's why he's so important that he's fit, and we've just fucking lost him with a hamstring or whatever, you know. And this is my worry. You can't go for a whole season, and I said this on your stream as well. I've said it on everyone's stream. You cannot go, and I said it last year with Gilmore, and forget even Gilmore. I just said it. You cannot go a whole season expecting Kante Kovacic to be fit the whole season. They always get injured, and now we're gonna have this horrible situation where you don't have a Gilmore who's a natural six. He's not even in the fucking equation. It means there must be a midfielder coming in. You've got to. Gaffer is not. Look, we've heard nothing on Gilmore yet, and I think until you know Frankie de Jong's coming in, you ain't getting rid of Gilmore, right? Because Gilmore is your backup to Georgie, because you won't sell Georgie, and you need a backup to Georgie. And I think Gilmore's that guy. So why is the gaffer not giving Gilmore a chance? Why is he not playing him in the Leeds game? I don't understand it. I think you're putting a great shift.
I think so. I think so as well. And I'm a huge fan of Billy Gilmore, man. I'm a big fan of him. And I think it will be a big mistake to let him go. Apparently, it's being rumored that he's, you know, Brighton are looking at him. Now, that says a lot. That speaks levels because, in my opinion, Brighton scouting is top notch. Top notch. They, you know, they've just lost Cucurella. They've bought in this who's the centre midfielder now that they're all trying to get, like Liverpool are trying to sign? Moses Caicedo. They know how to replace players with quality. So them looking at Billy Gilmore tells me that this is a player here. And don't be surprised if Billy does go there, performs out of his skin, and in 2 or 3 years' time, he goes for 60, 70 million to another top club. It would not surprise me. That's it. They've lost Bissouma and they replaced him already. You see what I mean? Brighton know what they're doing when it comes to picking players, 100%. But we need to be giving Billy Gilmore the chance. I think selling him would be a massive mistake.
Explain to me how on my Twitter my follows has gone down to 15 follows, bruv.
Wait, what? Let me check if that's the case on my side. Hold on.
What's happened there?
What?
That can't be right, bruv.
How is that?
How has that just happened?
I don't know. I've got no idea.
What the fuck is that all about?
Do you reckon someone's reported one of your tweets? Are you suspended or something?
No, because when you're suspended, you'll get all of them. Like, how can it say 15 followers, bruv? That's very strange, bruv. From what? Almost 10K?
That don't make no sense.
What the fuck is that all about, bruv? I'm shocked by that. What am I supposed to do with that?
That can't be right, bruv.
That can't be right, bruv. That can't be right. Have you gone on the internet to see?
Yeah, I've checked on my phone and I'm checking now here. It's saying 15 followers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, nah, bruv. But it's showing more than 15 followers when I actually click on your followers. So I don't know. Maybe Twitter's going through something a bit crazy, but I don't know why it's showing that.
Everyone else's is all right. Why is my fucking like that?
They're saying it's a glitch.
It's a glitch.
Yeah, they're saying in the chat.
It says 18 now.
I'd say give it 30 minutes or so and go back to it. You probably go back to your normal numbers.
That is very strange, people. I don't know what that's all about. Or someone's trying to hack into my Twitter because the minerals is too fucking strong. Don't stop me doing what I'm doing. But do you know what I mean? I just saw that now. So I'm thinking, what the hell's going on, bruv? Now it says 19.
Just give it some time. It's probably going to go back to what it was.
Yeah, but that's because people are following me on Twitter. That's why it's going up. That's fucking shocking. That is very weird. From going from almost 10k to 19 followers, there's something very weird about that.
There's something dodgy about that.
It must be a glitch, bruv. It must be a glitch.
It's gotta be a Twitter thing. It's gotta be a glitch, 100%.
Yeah.
They say Mike Dean is messing with your Twitter.
Who?
They say Mike Dean is messing with your Twitter.
Mike Dean, yeah, he's trying to fucking trying to rob me of all my followers, bruv. Fucking hell, bruv. Or if you I've never deactivated. I haven't deactivated. It's been running normal as normal. Anyway, guys, like and subscribe on here. Get me to the fucking 4K. I'm on the road to 4K, people. Get me up to the 4K. Hit the likes. We've got 250 people in here. Big up to everyone. I don't know what's going on. It's all very booky. All very booky and strange people. You might as well follow me on Twitter as well. Because I've lost all my followers. Oh well,
on Twitter.
Yeah, get me back on the Twitter, bruv. Get me back up. Big up to everyone. So, what's the lineup? What's the lineup for tomorrow?
I think the defense picks itself.
Are you going Cucurella? Oh, sorry, he's three at the back, obviously. So you're going
Koulibaly, Thiago Silva.
Yeah, and who's right centre back?
We're probably going to see Aspi come back into the squad, I think. Because I don't think he's going to play the same tactic as he did against Tottenham. Reece James right wing back, and that's where I want to see him. This is why Fofana is important. This is why Fofana is key in this squad. I need to see Reece James consistently at that right wing back position because he's the best at it. He's the best around. I'm not going to lie. That's my opinion. He's definitely the best around. Now, the pivot is where it gets a bit techie. And Jorginho is definitely going to be in that pivot, obviously, because we ain't got any other choice. And I agree. It might be a Mason Mount thing, you know. It might be a Mason Mount thing, like you said, in that pivot. I don't see it being Gallagher. I think we'll get murdered if Gallagher's there. And then the front three, I want to see Raheem Sterling on the left-hand side, man. I don't want to see him as the false nine. Then Kai Havertz, he's got to be the false nine because Broya as well, he's got a knee injury, so he's not even going to be on the bench. And then on that right side, we might see Pulisic come in.
So you're playing Mount in the pivot, yeah?
I mean, what other choice do we have, bro?
Yeah.
Or maybe, or possibly, like Switch Daniel said, we might even see Ruben Loftus-Cheek in that pivot. And if that's the case, then it's going to probably be Mason Mount on the left as usual. Raheem as the false nine, which I'm not really a fan of. And then Kai Havertz out wide.
Okay. Well, I think Kai Havertz plays in the 9. I think you have Pulisic.
Oh, Pulisic is injured.
On the left. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
So we ain't got anyone, bruv.
We're down to bare bones.
Yeah, he's right. So he's going to play Mount, Sterling, Havertz up front three, and then he'll play Loftus-Cheek or Gallagher or Jorginho if he's not got playing Gilmore.
It's blatantly going to be Loftus-Cheek. It's going to be Loftus-Cheek. I don't think he starts Gilmore or Conor Gallagher. I don't think he trusts them two to play in that pivot next to Jorginho.
So absolute Chelsea put out from a brown envelope. Chelsea and Everton have joined Manchester United in weighing up moves for Brentford's Ivan Toney. Thomas Tuchel's side could switch their sights to Toney if a move for Aubameyang fails. Why would a move for Aubameyang fail? Why? Maybe we're not in for him.
Maybe. Ivan Toney is. I don't think he's a bad player. If I'm being honest with you, I think he's a very good player. The only thing about him that I didn't like is sometimes the way he talks about Brentford. and how he treats that club. I think he can be a little bit disrespectful about it sometimes when it comes to them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that. I think that's nonsense. I think he's had a good few performances, and everyone sort of like he's a good little player, but like, and he's proven that he can do it in the Prem. But is he what we need? No. Are you going to get him cheap? No, because Brentford is like so important to them.
And it's at the end of the transfer window as
and
well. That they're going to plan to replace him now.
Yeah, I don't buy into that. Me personally, I don't buy into it. So we're going to have to ride it out tomorrow.
I mean, I
think we'll win. I think we'll win
so as well. But it might be ugly.
I just think the first goal kills it. I think Minnels Mount will score. He loves to score.
He loves to score against Leeds and Southampton as well.
Yeah, he loves it, bro. You know, he's going to land the Minnels, bro. He's going to fucking shut them all up. He's going to shush them all up, bro. He's the Minnels. He's the general at our football club. I just think that I want to see a shock of Gilmore, bruv.
I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that, man.
There's no talk of him going. Where's he going, bruv? No one's coming to buy him.
Brighton are very interested, apparently.
Yeah, is that a loan, though?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a permanent or loan.
You know what club would desperately need him? You know what club I'm going to say? Man United, bro.
Man United, yeah. I was thinking this. Do you know what I was saying to my mate the other day? You know, and do you know how Fergie loves his Scottish players as well? Like, I'm surprised that they ain't really thrown the bank at Chelsea for Billy Gilmore. But again, there's still deadline day and that week of transfer window left to go. So anything can happen, bruv. We've seen crazier things happen.
Let's see what happens.
Thinking back to that window where we sold fucking Juan Mata to United. That shit.
That was fucking bad, bruv.
That was furious, bro.
Yeah, but that was Jose, bruv. Jose done it to us, man. He done it to us, bruv. You know what I mean? That was poor. That was poor.
Yeah, hopefully we don't get another shock like that this transfer window.
Nah. So, I mean, in a nutshell, you think we're going to get Fofana, yeah? I mean, I think Fofana will come, but I'm not happy paying. Look, it's not my money, but I feel like we're getting mugged off by Leicester at 75, 80 million. I think it's ridiculous, in my opinion.
But you see how I reason with that? I reason with it because I'm not too happy with I don't think anyone's happy with the price tag. But the way I reason with it is like, look, he is definitely the top 3 elite young centre-backs in the world. 100%. I don't think anyone can really argue that. He's still got 10, 12, 13 years left. If you spread that payment, it doesn't look as bad, does it? You know, you're looking at between 7 and 8 million a year if he stays for that long. And in that time, if we win trophies, which I definitely think we will, and he's at the rock of that defense, nobody's going to talk about that price tag.
Yeah. I mean, look, you're buying a top class player at a young age with development. And what's his contract? He's got quite a long contract on with Leicester, isn't he? Yeah, I think that's why they got their legs on it. Yeah. The gaffer obviously wants him. The gaffer wants him, doesn't he?
I can see why. I can understand why. Like because, you know, to have not just Koulibaly to be that comfortable to bring that ball out of the defense as well, and to also have that option on that right side without having to rely on Reece James, I think that just benefits us because Fofana is. I always describe him like he just looks like a complete football player, bro. Yeah, he's excellent at defending, but he's also so comfortable on the ball as well. Even if you put pressure on the guy, he will find a way to get past you and play it to where it needs to go. And he's long balls, everything. He's a very intelligent player, man. So I'd love to have him on the team, which is why on this one, I'm willing to overlook the price tag because I rate the kid so highly.
And he will learn off the experience, which is key. You know, Thiago Silva, I think just one season under Thiago Silva, one season with, a couple of seasons, 3 seasons with Koulibaly, mate, he's going to ball out. And it's clear as day, he can play out the back. He's great going forward. He's good aerially. He's great position. He can play back three, back four. He's got all the minerals there. And I do feel we need a right wing back. We need a right wing back. We need cover for Reece James.
But if we bring in Fofana, that can be Loftus-Cheek for now as a stopgap. If we're not going to address that this season.
What if when Reece James gets injured, and he's likely to get injured, right? What were you going to rely on Loftus-Cheek, bruv? You can't. You need a natural attacking right wing back defender. Asby's not going to play as many games as well. He's at that age.
That's true.
I think Asby's a stopgap. I think Asby might go Barca next year, but this year he signed the extension, all right? So you can still get money for him next year, because he's not going to play as many. He's not going to play as many, is he? Let's have it right. As many games.
He can't. And if I'm really honest with you, I want to see Aspi in that right wing back position a lot less than what we've been seeing him in the recent years. Because again, it's no slight on Aspi at all, because nobody can cheat time. Do you know what I mean? The guy's getting on his legs are getting shot to pieces, bruv. As the seasons go on, you can't beat time, bruv. These things happen. The only thing that I don't want to happen to him, I don't want it to be an Ivanovic situation, bruv. I don't want that, because like the last season of Ivanovic at the club was painful to watch, and I don't want that to happen to Aspi. I don't think that's going to be as that dramatic, but I don't want to see that massive drop off like that, because that's a player that deserves to go out on a massive high, man. He's done everything for our club. He's one of the best
legend,
defenders.
He's a fucking legend.
He's one of the best defenders to ever play in the Prem, hands down. One of the most consistent as well.
I think in the big games, his leadership, his experience is second to none, and I think you need that. But I'm saying, if you get an injury to Reece James, you're relying on Asby and Loftus-Cheek on that right hand side with Fofana. Fofana ain't going to play right wing back, or is he? Do you know what I mean?
He can play. I know he can. I wouldn't want to see him there, bruv. He can play.
No, but could he do it? Is what I'm saying. Could he do it?
I think he's good enough to do it, bruv.
Because there was talk of the so-called Koundé playing right wing back.
Yeah, Koundé can definitely do it, because he's played right back in his career before. And he's done it for France as well. He's done an all right job at France playing that right back the few times it was asked to do it. But for Fofana, I kind of put them in a similar mold in terms of play style as well, because Koundé is another one that's very comfortable with the ball at his feet. Do you know what I mean? Surprise, they're both French. So I think Fofana can do that job. But it's very similar to my Reece James conundrum, where I don't want to see him there. I want to see him in his natural position, because he's one of the best at it, bro. It's like Reece James, like, you want to keep him there. He's an elite player. He's an elite right wing back. You lose so much of his ability when you move him over to the right centre back role, bruv. Yeah, you saw against Tottenham when he was playing on that right wing back side, it was a game changer. You saw that ball that he flashed across the box from Kai Havertz. He wasn't doing that from right centre back. He is good in the middle of the pitch as well, but I'd rather have him out wide where he's comfortable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, like, I think, like, look, see what the gaffer does if he wants to leave that right wing back cover, and he feels that Fofana can do a job there, and but if Reece James don't play, like, Asby cannot play right wing back, so you're gonna have to put Thingy there, Fofana right wing back, or Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek does get injured as well. He's one of them that gets injured. So we have to be cautious on that one. Cucurella and Chilwell were covered with proper quality.
Can you think of a better covering than that two in the Premier League?
No.
If we lose Chilwell, we bring on Cucurella. That's the kind of.
But another, actually, I just thought though, another option. If you lost Reece James, you could put Koulibaly on the right, Cucurella on the left, Silva in the middle, and then you could play Chilwell left wing back, and then you could play like that. So you'd be solid on the right, and whoever you have, whether it's an Asby or a Loftus-Cheek, you've got Koulibaly there. Or Fofana. Fuck it. You could put Fofana right wing back, Koulibaly, Silva, Cucurella, Chilwell. If it's really bad and you ain't got Reece James, that could be the way forward.
And that's still solid.
That's
Because
still
again,
solid, yeah.
because
And
again,
you'd have Mount. You'd have Mount on the far right, Sterling on the left. You can switch them over. But it's still the midfield. You know, are you going to get a De Jong? Are you going to get all these people? Do you know what I mean? Who are you going to get?
Bro, at this point, man, I don't even know. I don't. For me, look, there's one player that I like outside of Frankie De Jong, and he's an actual defensive midfielder, and he goes by the name of Kawadi Okone, and he plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Now, I know people are going to have alarm bells say, you know, Bundesliga tax, but please, people, before you say that, watch him this season, because I thought after Tchouaméni, there wasn't going to be a midfielder of that ability to be around. And I'm going to be the one to tell you, potentially this guy could be that same level or potentially better. I rate him that highly. I just hope Chelsea have him on his, or they're at least looking at him and have a plan to move for him, because that guy is a game changer, absolute game changer in our midfield. Keep an eye on that guy, 100%. He's still very young as well. I believe he's like 20 years old or 21 years old. He's still a baby.
We heard about all this Dumfries stuff as well.
Yeah. I'm happy that we're not going for him, bro.
Yeah, he's not really that.
For that price as well, they were looking for between like 40 and 50 M.
Fuck Inter Milan. He's at Inter Milan, and he don't want to buy anyone from Inter Milan. Screw Inter Milan. And Lukaku trying to push Ziyech to their rivals, AC Milan, shows you all his loyalties there. Hakim Ziyech, do you think he goes to United? Do you think he goes to Ajax? Do you think he goes to AC Milan? I just want to get rid of him.
I
want to get rid of him.
I think out of the three, I would say Man United because of their financial power compared to the other two. That's why I'd say he'd go there. And obviously, and Ten Hag as well. There's also that relationship between the players. But also Ajax look interested in him. So I think with that, we've got to look at what happens with Anthony, because there's rumors that he didn't turn up to training because he wants to make a move to Manchester United. So if they do get the 80 to 100 million that they're going to pay for him, which I think is ludicrous, then they'll probably go in for Ziyech. I think he'd be happy to go back as well.
And Pulisic, they're not going to sign Ziyech and Pulisic United. Pulisic apparently wants to go United.
I want him to go because he's been making up noise for the past couple seasons.
Yeah, he's a fucking moaner, isn't he?
Yeah, I want him fucking out.
Fucking
moaner. He's been doing my nutting, bruv.
And have you noticed all the stands on Pulisic? They're all fucking like, oh yeah, look at his conversion rate. Yeah, great conversion rate, but he's fucking missed how many games? He's made out of biscuits, and his dad moans on Twitter for him, has to delete his tweets. He's too fucking gobby when he goes away on internationals. He's not consistent. He's missed fucking chances that are harder to miss than score in big moments, in big games. So where's all this dick riding from? Because he's fucking from America and he's their Captain America. That don't cut it at Chelsea Football Club. It doesn't cut it. You either consistent and you bring your minerals on a consistent basis. The gaffer clearly doesn't fancy him. And they're fucking crybabies. Seppers is right. They're crybabies, bro.
And right and all. Yeah. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind seeing the back of Pulisic as long as we bring in replacements, bruv. Because we can't be letting go of too many players and not bringing other players in. We need to bring in replacements, man.
I think this week's going to be massive. You know that. Especially if, say, God forbid, we lost or drew to Leeds, right? I think it's going to be huge. I think even if you win, it's huge. It's going to be a big window. It's going to be a lot of clickbait, a lot of brown envelopes flying about in next week. And we have to be hopefully excited by the prospects of certain players coming. But then again, you have to sort of be a little bit cautious and not expect. Like, I'm not expecting Frankie De Jong. I'm not expecting Neymar. So whoever else we get, fair play. We get Aubameyang, we get Gordon, and we get Fofana. Cool, bruv. Yeah, I'm all good with it. But I think there needs to be that big one.
100%.
And I don't know who the big one is.
Well, by price tag, it could be arguably Fofana, because they might just say, well, look, we bought in Raheem Sterling and we bought in Wesley Fofana, you know. So they might be looking at it that way. But I agree, we definitely need more. We 100% need more. And I'm of the opinion that I would be very, very, very shocked if Chelsea do not address the midfield position. Very, very shocked, because it's there for all to see. It's there for all to see that we definitely need some depth in that midfield, because, you know, and aside from the fact that, you know, Kovacic and Kante are both injury prone. Remember, Kante got a year left on his contract, as does Jorginho. So it's becoming dangerously close to, you know, potentially losing these players on a free if we're not careful. So we have to adjust the situation. It's either that it's make or break. We should be getting these guys in the office and saying, listen, yeah, we're either going to sell you, or you must sell. You got to sign the contract, depending on obviously what the gaffer wants. But we cannot let both of them run down their contracts. We can't. I don't think both of them will. I'm still of the opinion that one's going to go. Although it's been rumored that we're looking to offer Jorginho a new contract. I don't know how true that is. I reckon one of them is going to go. And I think out of the two, it would be Jorginho, because of previous comments that Thomas Tuchel's made. He said, you know, Kante is like he's Mbappe. Obviously not in the same position, but in terms of the importance to the team and the fact that he's he's an elite player. He's an elite player. So it's hard to replace something like that.
Kante for me is irreplaceable anyway.
You can't replace him because he's a unique player. He's very unique. There's nobody in the modern game that is like N'Golo Kante. There's nobody.
Not even Casemiro comes close to Kante.
Well, this is what I'll say. Different positions, bruv. Casemiro is a CDM. Kante isn't to me. Kante,
he's not, but he does play that role, man. You know, he's everything. He plays every role, bruv. Kante's like, he's just everything in the midfield. He's just a general. He's everywhere.
He's the one player where you can say to him, and I know it's going to sound ludicrous because in football, you're not really supposed to do this. You can tell him, just go and chase that ball and win it back all across the pitch, anywhere. Because this is why he's not a DM, because he cannot sit in one position. He wins the ball everywhere, even high up. And that's what's so valuable about him, is that he wins that ball high up in the pitch as well. So the counter-attack, the turnover is there, and the counter-attack potential is massive when you're doing things like that, which is why I think he's kind of wasted that DM. And we saw Frank Lampard try to use him as a DM, and because he was just so attracted to the ball, and rightly so, because that's the style of play that he is, we was just getting opened up quite a bit, which is why our defensive record, in my opinion, wasn't that good under Frank Lampard. Yeah.
I mean, listen, Sarri played him as a fucking right forward. Do you know what I mean? So, like, and he'd still done a job. He can play anywhere, wherever you want. But, like, listen, the golden ticket for me is Declan Rice and Frankie de Jong. I think those two, with Minerals Mount and the midfield three, is the best midfielder in the world.
Yeah.
That might be the, if we get Frankie de Jong, that might be the, you know, the building to that, the start of that midfield, because I think we go and get Declan Rice next year. So
yeah, Frankie,
Rice sits, Mount and Frankie,
because even Frankie is dividing opinions in certain, you know, among certain people. But what I'll say is this: is that if we're not going to sign Declan Rice this summer, there's no point in crying over spilt milk. You've just got to accept the cards that you're dealt with. And having Frankie de Jong now is better to get him now and then bring in Declan Rice than to not sign him at all.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think you sign. You're doing it the other way around, really. Really, you want Rice first, then de Jong.
Yeah.
But it's going the other way around. Fair play. Take the advantage. Go and get him. Bring him in, which is, I'd love him to. I don't think we will, but I'd love him to, because I think he's a wonderful player. He's a great talent, and he's just class, mate. And do you know what? The media will fucking hate it. The media love that he's at Barcelona. They will hate that he comes to Chelsea. But I think he needs that grit in his engine. Do you know what I mean? To come to Chelsea and fucking learn about the minerals, bro. And then go at his old club, go at everyone, show everyone why he's worth that money, why he's such a baller, you know, and get the best years out of him at 25 and go and win the Champions League. I think if we get Frankie de Jong and a Neymar, you win the Champions League, bruv, hands down. I think you compete for the league.
Especially
I don't think you compete for the league.
With the gaffer.
We're
definitely doing something like that.
From what I saw at Spurs, bruv, the unity and the team spirit and the way we played as a team was unbelievable, mate. I haven't seen that since we won the Champions League, and then Lukaku came, fucked it all up. Ziyech, all these players moaning, injuries. Now we ain't got that. Now we've got backup. We've improved the defense. We've elevated our defense, and we've upgraded. We've got Cucurella, Koulibaly, hopefully Fofana. We've got Silva, Chilwell, James. Fucking hell, man. We've got the 2 best or 3 best wing backs in the world, bruv.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Yeah, exactly. We've got 3 world-class wing backs, in my opinion. And so those that are saying, Chilwell, the injury is never going to be the same. I reckon he's got the mentality to make it back. I reckon up here he's mentally strong enough to make it back, because the amount of criticism that he got when he came to Chelsea, and I'm not going to lie to you, I was one of them that was a bit of a doubter, saying the price tag's a lot. The step up might be a bit much for him. He came and proved us all wrong, bruv. And that takes a strong mentality to do so, man. To come in and adapt the way he did. And also now he's a Champions League winner. You know what I mean? You can't take that lightly. But I wanted to go back to Declan Rice real quick, Johnny, because I've got a few minutes left before I got to go.
Yeah, go
on. Don't be surprised next summer if West Ham make us go through hell and back to sign the player towards the end of the window, because West Ham do not want to sell him to us under no circumstances.
Yeah, I know.
Although there's an agreement between the club and Declan Rice for him to potentially come to Chelsea next season if the bid is made. But I reckon they're gonna fight tooth and nail to keep him as long as possible. That's what I reckon is gonna happen. So that one there, we need him, but trust me, because when you look back to West Ham and just think to yourself, the last midfielder that they sold us, what went on and happened there? English midfielder. What happened? He's the best midfielder to ever play for Chelsea Football Club. Do you know what I mean?
I think Declan Rice, he'll have 1 year on his contract next year, end of this year. 1 year left with an add-on. So that's 2 years. You ain't got no fucking legs to stand on West Ham. You can't be asking for 80, 90 millions, 100 millions. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, and you already know Declan Rice is not going to have it. He's a Chelsea boy. I mean, like,
I think he'll go. He's had a gentleman's agreement with West Ham saying, "Look, I'll stay this year because you've outpriced me, but next year I'm going to Chelsea, and whatever they put down, I want you to accept it." And they've got to accept it, and I think that's the agreement. Well, and they fucked themselves really, because we could have offered them a player plus 110 million or something, and they didn't want to take it.
But I think, I think, to be fair as well, I think Chelsea have sort of they've tried to sort of mend the relationship a little bit. Obviously, it's West Ham, they're rivals, in it, so there's only so far you can go. But we've given them Kurt Zuma, who has been brilliant for their defense. They're about to sign Emerson as well from us, and we haven't made that difficult for them. Maybe it's within the mindset of, what, we've done this for you. We didn't make this hard for you. Don't make this Declan Rice move too hard for us, because it's inevitable. Yeah. It's inevitable that it's going to happen. The player wants to move. You don't want to go nowhere else. This guy's on holiday every summer with Mason Mount and the Chelsea boys, for goodness sake.
He's Chelsea. He wants to play at Chelsea. I think if he does, if they really pull up a stick next year, I think Declan Rice will put in a transfer request and say, "Fuck you. You don't want to respect the gentleman's agreement. I'm not staying here anymore. I don't give a fuck if I'm captain. I want to play for Chelsea." And he'll force the move. And the moment he does the transfer request, then they ain't got a leg to stand on, and they're gonna have to accept. They're gonna have to accept what we offer. And if he puts transfer request and we say we're only paying you 65 million, you cunts, that's what we're gonna do.
With 2 years left on the contract as well, they'd be screwed.
Yeah.
I think it would be too messy for them, because it's the club captain as well. Do you know what I mean? How's that going to look on the club?
Well, then they've got to respect that he wants to leave. He ain't going to stay at West Ham all of his career, for fuck's sake. They're nowhere near Chelsea.
No, exactly.
Nowhere near it. Well, the geezer's got aspirations to win it all. He ain't winning fuck all at West Ham. He's devoted he's turned down an 8-year contract. He's turned down a 6-year contract. How many more contracts do you want him to turn down to make it clear that he doesn't want to stay there? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, hilarious.
Fuck Gold and what's her name? Fucking what's her name?
I forget that lady's name.
Brady. Fuck him.
That's one, Karen Brady. That's the one.
Karen Brady. Fuck him. Yeah, you ain't a big club. You sold your soul for that stadium, all right? That shithole, all right? But at the end of the day, you haven't got a leg to stand on. Declan Rice don't want to be at your club any longer. You're going to have that contract's going down. The longer it goes down, sweetheart, You're going to have to sell for less money, 150 million. You don't get 100 million for Declan Rice. You'll be lucky to get 75 million. You'll be lucky.
I reckon if he comes next season, it's going to be something like I'd go with at tops about 60 mil with 10 million conditional add-ons. I don't even think it'll be mandatory add-ons. I think it'll be a thing where like you'll get an extra 5 if you win the Prem, you get an extra 5 if you win the Champions League or something like that. But if for 70 M's with 2 years left and the fact that the player really wants to move, I reckon that's the case, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. Score prediction tomorrow.
I'm gonna say 2-0 Chelsea.
2-0.
I reckon we'll clean sheet them, to be honest with you. But we need to take our chances. And what I would like to see as well, Johnny, is goals coming from somewhere else other than our defenders, bruv. I think our attackers need to start putting chances away.
I think 3-0. I think Mount scores definitely. I think Kai's going to score, and I think Sterling's going to score. I think the whole front line.
I reckon the front line's going to score. I reckon Reece James going to get one. I reckon James going to get one. That
maybe
or
he gets an assist. He gets an assist.
Yeah.
But I think that's the way it's going to go. I think we'll win. I think we need to. Too. We'll be fired up because of how we were treated in the last game. And the gaffer's going to be there in the dugout, so it's going to be spicy.
Yeah, they haven't suspended him yet. They're waiting for the body to put in their 2 pence before they do that. Absolutely.
Yeah, and which game are they going to pick? I wonder what game are they going to pick.
Who have we got after Leeds?
We've got Leicester at home. We've got Southampton away.
Now that's going to be interesting. You imagine we've signed Fofana for Leicester at home, and that's his debut game.
So it would be. When's the deadline day actually? What day does it fall on?
I'm not too sure.
31st, in it. So deadline day's like not next week, not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after.
September the 1st. It goes on September the 1st.
Yeah, so it's on Thursday then. It's under 2 weeks.
All right, Johnny.
12 days.
I've got a skedaddle.
Big up, geezer. No worries,
man.
mate.
But we're definitely going to do this. I need to get you on the channel actually as well. Would you be down to jump on after? Well, probably, we can talk about the Leeds game probably on Monday because tomorrow I'm going to be fucking mash up. I'm going to the football factory and that to watch it with the Chelsea fans. So I'm going to be absolutely battered, mate.
Yeah, cool, man. Cool. Have your drinking, mate, and enjoy the game. But Monday, just shout me, geese. Yeah, hopefully, I've got more than 20 follows on my Twitter, bruv. Or
you should be. You should be. All
you might have to follow me, bruv. You might have
it says I'm still following you. They don't say nothing's changed.
I can't see you there, bruv.
Swear down. Hold on.
I can't see anyone there, bruv. People follow me on Twitter because I lost all my followers.
Yes, it still says that I'm following you, so you're good.
It's weird, bruv.
Oh, I've got a small favor that I need to ask the people in the chat. I am less than 50 subscribers away from getting to 13k. So if you can help me do that, do that, people. Man knows football. Subscribe to the channel and all that. You're gonna find Johnny on the channel as well as you'll find me here on this platform. So you get me. So family settings, bruv. You know,
spicy. Get him to the 13k or 14k. Yeah, 14k. 13k. Get him to the 13k. It's 50 subs, mate. That's nothing.
It. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of people. I'm not asking for too much. But yeah, man. People, I'm gonna have to run.
Big up, Gunny. Love to see you, geezer.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself as well, Johnny. Thanks for having me on, man. And big up everybody in the chat.
Big up, geez. So let's have it right, people. I didn't read the Soup Minerals here. Indefinite. I want 150 plus million euros. Apology if we lose top 4. We ain't losing top 4, geezer. We ain't losing top 4. No chance, mate. No chance. Guys, if you haven't liked the video, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Get me to the 3.1. I should be on 3.1 by now. Where was get me up, subscribe, guys. And also, if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I don't know what's happening, people. Let me know what's going on with the Twitter. That's shocking, mate. It must be some sort of Twitter problem. because I haven't been suspended or nothing. So I don't know what's going on now. But listen, big up to everyone in here. Any last minute questions? Come ask me some questions, people, and I'll land the minerals, bruv. You know what I mean? I think we'll do well. I'm intrigued to see what the lineup is. I'm very intrigued to see what the lineup is. I don't know. 13k for Leeds game, people. Come on, let's have it right. Brown envelopes hacking my account. Yeah, probably, or haters, or whoever it is. Someone's hacking my account, mate. It's very strange, people. Very strange. Never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. It's very weird, people. Very weird. But guys, yeah, you might as well follow me on Twitter as well. Follow me on Twitter, Minerals FC, at Minerals FC, Instagram, at Minerals FC. Also, I've got my membership in the chat if you want to join the membership. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And what likes am I on, people? What likes am I on? What likes am I on, people? AJ got knockout. It's finished. What? No way. Yeah, that's Gunny's channel. Subscribe. Get him up to the 13k, people. Get him up to the 13k. Come on. Like and subscribe, people. Get me up to the one. What am I? 23 off 3.1. 23 subscribers off 3.1. Come on, people. Land your minerals. Yeah. Let me know. Do it for this geezer here. Thiago Silva. Baller. What a baller. Love that. And the gaffer as well. Come on. Get me the extra 23 subs, people. And like the video. I should be on at least 200 likes. Fuck me. At least on 200 likes. Come on, people. Let's have it right. Big up to everyone in here. If the Jong waffles, what your thoughts on Milinkovic Savic? Yeah, I like him. But we've always been linked to this guy and we never end up signing. But I like him. I think he's got minerals and he's top player. Paqueta for 25 million, Johnny. Easy fix. He's a bit lightweight, but yeah, why not? Why not? Big up Matthew in here. You know the deal. You know the deal. Guys, big up to every single one of you in here. Anyone new in here, like and subscribe. I'm 20 odd off the 3.1. That's the road to the 4K, people. We're on the road to the 4K, people. Massive achievement for my, 7th week. Come on, people. Let's have it right. Yeah. Big up to all you in here. Up the Chelsea. Up the Minerals FC. You know what time it is. Big up to everyone in here. Appreciate you all supporting the channel. Hopefully my Twitter gets back up and running because I don't know what's going on with the Twitter. But big up to all you guys. Up the Chelsea. Up Minerals FC. Let's do the dirty Leeds, yeah? We've got to do the dirty Leeds. And I'm telling you now, Minerals man is balling, bruv. So up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Like and subscribe. Thanks for all your donations. Thanks for all the support, people. Big up to all you in here. And have a good evening. And we'll see you tomorrow after the game. Up the Chelsea. Let's have it right, people. Let's have it right. And fuck all the haters, yeah? And all the wrong uns, yeah? Let's do them all, mate. Let's go. Right, Pride of London. under this blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Middles FC. Let's have it right. Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Oi, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.